It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Wow. It's so loud on your end. It's so loud, Dizzy. Oh, my God. It's the Mike Calta Show. He's there. He's there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wouldn't that be crazy?
I got a call. I got a call last night. Or not a call, a text. And because I didn't confirm with John Brennan, I just asked Dizzy. And he was like, "Did you do this?" I was like, "Yeah, I was driving. My bad."
Dizzy, are you there?
Yeah.
There
Oh,
man.
geez,
You got Carmen so nervous.
Like, was I supposed to go there?
There's nobody.
Let's just wrap it up. Let's just put a best of on today.
Told you, one's ready.
Really? What is it? I'm not really going to do it. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not in front of me, but it was just a hurricane best of that I had on standby.
I was thinking of some of the interviews that I don't listen to the best of. I mean, yeah, I know I do that for Carmen's sake. But I heard when I was driving listening to Twisted Sister yesterday, it came on the radio, and I remembered when we had them in the studio. That was a pretty good interview. And I remember just being blown away by the fact that one of those guys was Dee Snider and the other guy was in the band, but he looked like he'd be your friend's father in high school.
Yeah.
Like he didn't look like he was a rock and roll guy at all. French, JJ French.
Yeah.
And he turned out was like the accounting guy in the band, and that's what he looked like. And not even like cool accountant. He was just like a fat old guy, you know? And I was like, how are you in the band? And he was such a nerd. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great interview.
And you think back to when they had like the makeup and the big hair and all the craziness. And
you're like, where'd that fat nerd get makeup from, you know?
That was the guy.
Oh, man. I am I am having, I wouldn't say nightmares because I'm not having nightmares. Sorry, Pep, your mic wasn't on. I'm having constant dreams about high school for some reason.
Oh.
I think it's because I mean, this seems very logical, but it happened before that. This weekend, my high school had its 35th reunion, and only like a small handful of people got together and went. I didn't go. I only go up on the 10s, man. I don't go up on the 5s. And I saw like one or two pictures, but now I can't stop dreaming about high school. Is that weird?
No, it's just because it's relevant. It's on top of mind.
I know,
and it's different.
But it's almost like something's bugging me about. Yesterday, I was in such a bad mood, and I couldn't figure out why. And I just kept telling my wife, just letting you know, it's not you. It's not like I'm not mad at anything.
It's probably Joe.
What?
I don't know if it was Joe.
That makes sense.
Might have been his old cohort that was bugging me yesterday because I heard some new information.
Oh, no.
And that was bugging me a little bit, but I couldn't shake whatever was bothering me.
I hate when I'm like, there's times like that where I have to mentally tell myself, just let it go. Just let it go. Don't blow up. Don't get upset.
Especially when you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like you're just mad for no reason,
Right.
but there's not no reason. You're just like, oh.
I get that a lot, actually.
Yeah, well,
I think about it.
Try being married to a therapist and see how that works out for you. Because we had a, what's that?
I said tensions have been high, Michael. I mean,
Yeah.
hurricane. A lot of people are stressed out.
I get it, but I'm going to be honest with you, Joe. Even though tensions were high, I feel so grateful of the minor damage that we had here, and the fact that everything, like my generator, it's already on order. Like we're moving forward with that. The guys came out yesterday, and we are ready to go. I got a guy coming today to look at my roof because I think we got a little bit of a leak in the chimney area, and things are getting done. So,
Yeah, but they still cause stress. I mean, you're sitting around, you're worried about your family, you're there to protect them, and that
And
could
you
be
can't do
that could be
anything.
stressful.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm just
Therapist's wife said it's part of a whole anxiety and depression thing where it goes in cycles where you get you have anxiety and then you have the frustration, and that's probably true.
I have days where I'm like depressed and I have no idea why.
Did this show turn into Sad Weirdo?
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
no.
That Geo I've learned
version.
is called depression.
Yeah, but like, there's nothing.
But
I'm like,
that doesn't call. So that's why I take Lexapro, because what happens is you're low in whatever, I don't know.
Cortisol.
Yeah,
Serotonin.
cortisol, one of those things. Yeah, and it'll just bring you back up to normal, so it doesn't get you like. I wish I could have took a happy pill yesterday, like if I knew a pill, because I was like, should I take a painkiller or something? She goes, no, why would you? I go, I don't know, I'm just in a bad mood, and I'm not angry.
It'll drive you crazy. You don't know. I have no idea why I feel that way.
But I can tell you what will fix your problem, Gio.
Weed.
No.
With it, I wonder.
Stop drinking.
Yeah, I don't
you,
drink, really.
you don't really drink. For
No.
Gio, he's burger whiskey guy.
You'd be surprised how much I don't drink.
Do you drink at home?
No,
Yeah. See,
On the weekends?
not really.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
then so maybe,
Maybe
yeah.
you need to drink more.
Maybe.
That would be the problem.
Really,
Yeah,
the only
Joe's
time-
always in a great mood.
Yeah.
Point out, like if I drink, it's if I go out to like dinner or I go out somewhere, but it just like sitting around the house drinking. I don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't do that. And I wonder if I should smoke every once in a while. I know my son's smoking. I'm like, maybe I should go take a hit of that. But one time I did that, and I thought that my chest was I thought it was dying the
It
minute I
gives
took
me
it.
anxiety.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. And then I just sit in my thoughts and feelings and I can't move. And that makes it worse. Yeah.
I took a weed thing that Bert gave me one time, and I went to bed, and I was like, this is going to be the greatest night's sleep ever. And I was laying in bed, and I was like, I'm probably going to die tonight. Tonight's the night. I mean, what if I have a heart attack in my sleep? I mean, who's stopping it? I mean, I'm old and I'm fat, and I was so panicky.
Do you ever sit and think about what it's going to be like when your family finds your dead body?
Oh my God.
So I
No,
have
just me.
I have thought about that.
Yeah.
Here's what, not so much now, but when Juliana was little, and sometimes I would sleep upstairs, Juliana would come with me. And I thought the worst thing in the world is she wakes up and rolls over to wake me up, and I'm dead. Oh, can you imagine that?
Yeah.
I mean, the scarring that would leave that child. Oh, no.
I always think, man, it's going to be a real bummer when my daughter walks in to wake me up and
Oh
I'm just
my God.
there.
Then, and at the same time, we went to dinner last night, and we were talking about this is the first Christmas where she knows the secrets about Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she
Right.
knows, or you got to tell her?
No, she knows.
Okay.
She figured it out last year.
Okay.
I thought she knew way before. Wasn't it?
No.
Well, she knew about the
Joey-
Easter Bunny.
Well, that was her thing. She
Oh.
said she said all at the same time. She kind of played it out in her head like Joey did. Joey said, "I don't know if I believe," and I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because every year we have the elves come and put Christmas lights on our house while we're on vacation." And this year we came home and there were a bunch of guys eating Papa John's on the roof. And I started laughing, and he kind of figured it out, you know?
It ruins the magic.
Juliana was like, I believe in Santa Claus, but I don't believe in the Tooth Fairy or the Easter Bunny. And I go, why? And she goes, a giant rabbit sneaks in our house to bring us candy, and then the Tooth Fairy takes her teeth to make a necklace out of and a house out of. I go, she makes a house out of your teeth? And she's like, you see, it's not real. And I went, I don't know. The house of the teeth thing was new to me.
She lives in the house.
I didn't know that.
That's what the tooth
No
fairy
one
does.
told me about that. All I know is the Tooth Fairy makes me go to the ATM at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not a bad parent.
When my son started to get older, I realized, like, eventually I said, dude, you know this is not right. And because I thought he was still like believing it, and he was like 15. And he goes, yeah, I knew a long time ago, but I figured if I let you know, I wouldn't get that gift.
Yeah, he's right.
He's like, so I just played along.
He's right. But don't. So then my daughter, she said when she was talking about the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy, then it all connected. She's like, wait a second, and Santa Claus, and I went, yeah. So I tried to extend it because I knew my wife would be mad because she thought that I would be that I'm telling her and I'm not. And then she finally figured it out on her own, and then I just drilled it into her. I go, yeah. So let's stop and think for a second how much I've really done for you. You know, all those pictures of him by the front door and all the double gifts you got. I go, that's all me, all me.
My son was in like high school, and he was like, and we were in the car driving somewhere, and he's casually like, yeah, I'll probably just ask Santa Claus for that. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, yeah, let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I know. He's like, he's like, I figured though if I didn't play along that I would lose one gift.
Yeah. Oh, he knows.
Yeah,
See,
so I'm like,
my dad nipped it in the bud really early. I had 2 older sisters, so that wasn't last long. But
Plus the ones trapped in the basement.
right. But then, so at my dad's house, it was just basically at like 8 or 9, he just started giving us cash.
Oh, really?
But I have a little brother who's 5 years younger, so we had to keep the magic alive
Milk that.
over
Yeah.
there. Well, no. One Christmas, he really pissed me off, and I broke it to him when he was 5.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're a horrible person.
Listen, again,
and that's why he's a male prostitute.
remind you, I was 10. I was also a child, but everyone still to this day is mad at me for
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
And but I was 10. I was also a child.
Yeah, but you took his childhood away.
yeah.
He was being a brat. I didn't get the PlayStation I wanted, and the bike didn't have the tires, and I wanted an extra controller, and the TV isn't big enough. And I was like, listen here, you little bitch. I was like, I got some Reese's and razors. And
Shave it down, woman, while you're eating Reese's.
That's what I was 10 years old, and that's what I'm getting. And I'm like, and he's over here crying because he didn't get an extra controller. And I'm like,
Reese's and razors.
that was my stocking stuffer forever.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, I got a couple other things, but he's over here crying. It's not the right place.
But that was a good thing for parents when you didn't get the place and go, sorry, Santa Claus screwed this one up. Be mad at the guy who doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, I took it and I was like, listen, you brat. And then, of course, till this day, I ruined Christmas for everybody.
Well, last night she said something at dinner and I go, I don't know, ask Santa Claus. And she went like this and she looked at me. And I go, what? And she goes, you're Santa Claus. And my wife looks at her and she goes, really? Like, 'cause she does all the buying and all that.
Yeah.
And she looks at my wife and she goes, yeah, I wasn't being serious. It was a fat joke. I go, okay, thank you.
No.
Yeah, thanks a lot, kid. This is my life.
Well crafted.
Anyway.
When you're in the dream, are you in high school or are you at your high school?
In
high school?
Yeah.
You're back in high school?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's not even like it doesn't go anywhere. It's just there. You know
Like
what
you're
I
just
mean?
having a day.
Yeah.
That's-
It's so weird. And my dreams are so vivid and so real and even though they're nothing, they're something, you know?
Yeah. I wish I had vivid dreams. I rarely remember my dreams.
I think that my dreams really are the cause of my panic attacks because you forget your dreams, but you don't really forget them. You forget them when you wake up.
Yeah.
But then you think about them later on in the day. You know, you're like, oh, I forgot I had a dream about that. You
Never.
know? Yeah.
It doesn't come back to me. The only time it does is if I wake up, like let's say I wake up at like 4 and I go back to bed until like 4:20.
Yeah.
Like I'll remember those little light dreams, but I don't remember
Not the deep
my
REM sleep.
dream. Yeah. So
I don't know.
it sucks.
It's weird.
I wish I did.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the program today.
We can talk about dreams without getting yelled
That's
at.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
Enjoy it while you can, Michael.
This is so nice.
No, you can. You're right. And you notice it's freezing in here?
Yeah.
Thanks to superheating air. It came out yesterday.
Nice. Thank you.
Oh, those guys.
I got the days mixed up. I thought Galvin was back today.
So did I.
Yeah,
I got confused too.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm like, what day is it, man?
I don't know. I was going to see if Oliver wanted to come in, but he looked like he was just not loving it yesterday.
It's early.
It is early.
This is something, I don't care what anyone says, you never get used to it.
No, it just stinks because like I'm used to it now, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The alarm went off this morning. I was like, I got another 2 hours left in me before I really feel like getting up.
And well, that's the thing. The worst of it is even on the weekend, I still wake up at 6.
That's right.
Sleeping is 6:30.
You're crazy.
If I make it to 7, I'm like, praise the Lord.
I've slept till 11 o'clock on a Saturday before.
Never.
Oh,
if I'm
yeah.
not drinking, there's no way. I swear to God.
Yeah.
And I haven't drank in like 3 months now.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that bottle from?
This is from the Soda Stream.
I knew it looked familiar.
Yeah, Chad has one. He loves it. I just like the water bottle because it actually fits in cup holders.
Yeah.
Unlike the big ones that I have. And I've lost all those or broke them. So
You need a Stanley? We have plenty of them.
yeah, I'm going to take some. But no, I like this. And then, yeah, that's my water bottle.
Yeah, I have the Soda Stream machine, and I've been using that a lot too.
Yeah, Chad loves it. And but Sam's has had zero Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I am a Dr. Pepper fan.
Yeah, I like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, and they have the zero sugar at Sam's. So literally that was part of our hurricane prep. This was the first year of hurricane prepping that I didn't buy like 5 boxes of wine.
Oh,
all right. Yeah.
I bought 5 cases of zero Dr. Pepper.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
did.
saved a lot of money.
I kept thinking about drinking, but I just kept being worried that what if the family needed me to be the hero?
Yeah. At one point when Chad was like, my mom's on her way, I was like, and he was at Winn-Dixie, I was like, okay, you maybe get some wine just in case. We got really lucky on the last one. I don't know if we'll be this lucky. And then he came home and he didn't have it. I was like, you know what? Good choice.
Does she drink?
No.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
She gets a little too tipsy?
No. Me. That's our big in interference, I guess, with our relationships because I'm a drinker and she's not.
Right.
And so like,
And she
So
gives
you're a
that
bad
all.
person because of that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah.
Jesus mad at you or
No,
or just,
no. She's just not a drinker, so it's kind of more of annoying.
You're dating that drunk.
Yeah, basically. So,
That's why she have all them mugshots.
I only have one.
Wow.
Chad has more than me, so
He does?
Really?
For what? Oh, now I know.
I didn't even know that.
so suck
What
it.
does Chad have him for?
Oh, what a revelation.
Yeah.
Quantos? How many? No!
I think
Wow.
two. Yeah.
What a rock star.
Right.
How does that background check get passed?
Yeah, I don't know. That's not a bad thing. It's not, I mean, it's a mistake.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was
One's a mistake.
yeah. But so that
3 times Spanish.
that's honestly why he left. Like when I knew him down when I lived in Sarasota, that's why he ended up going back home and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's why the mother, she's just worried that you're going to bring him down.
Yeah, but that's not the case. He's usually the driver and stuff, and he's good. And like I said, but
Does he drink at all?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, this last Christmas, we did have mimosas, and Chad, we got in the car.
Don't overdo it.
But, well, no, Chad was like, I hope you know, like that is a huge step.
Oh, yeah.
In her trying to like connect.
Oh, the mother drank mimosas?
She bought mimosas because we went down to her house and she bought us champagne and stuff to have mimosas.
All right.
And he was like, we would never have that at a family function.
Got old drunky drunk coming to town.
God, you know what it's like when she has to tell her friends at the bingo hall, my son's dating a white drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and she shaves her face every day. She's a white drunk werewolf.
Look her up on YouTube and you can see her drunky drunk party.
Oh. Hey, look, I look at those fondly. Drunky drunk parties.
I don't.
No.
I've erased them from my memory.
Those are the fun times, Carmen.
Live on the internet forever.
Nope.
Hey, listen, it's so funny because I give Howard Stern a hard time for sucking now. But think about it. If we tried to do a drunky drunk party now, I would just be like, "I can't away from me."
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts, man.
I was watching some old Howard clips yesterday that came up on YouTube, and they did a roast of Ralph Sorella.
Oh, yeah.
And the jokes, whoa! Like today, you'd be front page news for the stuff they were saying. Like you would get canceled for that now.
That's
I was
why
man.
That's why they don't do them anymore.
Oh yeah, it was pretty brutal. I was like, wow, very funny. But
yeah, I mean that was on the last hurrah of what you can get away with.
That was probably 07, 08, somewhere in there.
I have to tell you, I would never use the R word to talk about somebody with mental disabilities, like legit mental disabilities. But it's such a great word to use for like, what are you?
Yeah.
How come you doing this? What are you? It just fit out so perfect. But now I get it, and I haven't been saying that for years.
Yeah, you see it even now. You go back and watch movies from like the 80s and 90s, and it's all over the place.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird.
What's a better word? The F word, or not the FU word, the FA word,
right?
Or the R word?
Ooh. Better word.
Not better. They're both terrible words. But you know what I mean? What if you can only say one? Which one would you say?
R word.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd go F word.
F word.
I think when I was younger, I used the R word more. Before it, I realized it was not good to use.
Yeah. Like I think about it now, and I'm embarrassed by the use. Of the F word because I'm so pro. Being whoever you are, and I get it now. I understand it now. Whereas as a kid, I didn't really like it's just a word, but now I get it.
Well, like you said, if you're not using it in that sense,
but you are using it in that sense. If I'm calling somebody, if I'm calling Gio, you drinking tea today? Yeah, F word. Yeah. Because now I'm insinuating that what Gio is doing is the feminine.
I get it, but it is.
But it's not. But I mean, it's not.
You're drinking tea, loser.
That's a better word. That's a better word.
It doesn't work.
But it also works against women. If I'm like, oh, you dainty woman drink. Well, but now I'm insulting women.
Oh yeah. Listen, have you seen that commercial where it's run like a girl? And they ask a bunch of older women and men, run like a girl, and then they ask little girls to do it, and they're like trying the hardest, and they're like, see, words matter. And I'm like, I get it when you put it in that perspective, but it's also like,
I know, but you perpetuate that throughout a lifetime, and that's what it becomes. Like I'm not one of those people who are like, don't ever say that, but I know what I'm doing. So sometimes things slip out, you know, and that's those people who do that should be just, you know, say, hey, you know, you probably shouldn't do that. People get right away, oh, he can't, that guy should be canceled right now. People make mistakes, you know what I mean? And also sometimes I certainly believe when it comes to jokes and it comes to humor and it comes to that, all rules are off. Like when I go see a comedian, I want to give him the full rights to do whatever he wants. Yeah. No comedian's ever going to insult me in the crowd and have to worry about that. I'm going to get up and punch him. If I'm there at the show, I gave in already.
But that's the thing. If you go see a comedian and you're offended, you're the problem.
Yeah,
don't
for
go.
sure.
Don't go.
For sure. Or you don't know what comedy is.
Right. That's a safe space.
Yeah.
A comedy club should be a safe space.
I agree with that 100%. I almost went to Side Splitters this weekend because Brian Holtzman was there, and I don't really know. I know who he is, but I don't know a whole lot about his comedy. But I know that everyone loves him. He is like a fixture at the Comedy Store, and Joe Rogan always talks about him. And all these people, all these comics are like, if you can go see Holtzman, go see Holtzman. And he was here, but we had so much going on. Yeah. I didn't get to go. Imagine you're the comedian that I booked Tampa for the first time in 3 years, and I book it right in the middle of 2 hurricanes.
I'm at Side Splitters, this great room, all the comics talk about, and now there's a hurricane.
And Verzi, that was the thing with Verzi, he couldn't get here because of the first hurricane, so that stinks. Anyway, I went to Chewy's yesterday for dinner.
Oh, okay. Talk slower.
It was a perfect way to go stop eating like a fat pig. Because I left there and my ribs hurt way too much. I didn't really eat a lot, but I just ate the wrong things.
What'd you get?
Chimichanga.
Oh, yeah.
My wife goes, you know, there's because I said to her, I really want the chimichanga. And she goes, you can eat stuff here that's not bad for you. And I go, yeah, I know that. I'm not stupid. But I really want the chimichanga.
The deep fried burrito stuffed with.
Yeah. Chewy's is very, very good.
Chewy's never been.
Really?
Still never been.
Maybe we should go today.
Okay. All right.
You want to get chimichangas?
No. I can't eat chimichanga anymore, man.
It's very good.
Yeah, it is really good. And the only thing I don't like at that restaurant that I find that happens more and more at restaurants, and I know I'm getting older and a little bit more picky and all that, but have a hostess. Don't have a wait. Don't rely. I was standing in there were 9 people in the lobby in an empty restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Go. I have a lot of choices. If I'm standing there for more than 5 minutes, I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. I've done that, and I've walked out of Ruth's Chris before. You know, I don't like to have to wait to be, if we're here and we're ready to go, be ready to serve, especially when your restaurant's empty.
Or at least have somebody there to acknowledge you're there, we're working on it, whatever.
Yeah. Or don't give me a we'll be right with you from across the restaurant.
Yeah.
No, come right now.
Yeah, it used to be that it was like a good entry level job for like a teenager.
Yeah,
so I remember, but now it's not the case, I guess.
Eventually graduate up to waitress.
Yeah.
You know, and then realize your life's going nowhere and quit.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
You see they're building a Guy Fieri chicken place across the street there?
So I did see that, and I feel like they're missing out not making that chicken look like Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a chicken with a human face, but it doesn't look like Guy Fieri's face. And if anything, he looks like a chicken.
Or at least give him the hair.
That's what I said, at least give him the white hair.
Yeah.
I was very confused by that.
That's like Chicken Alley right there. There's a Guy Fieri chicken place going in there.
Chicken Alley.
There's Cane's going across the street.
Not a fan.
Raising Cane's. And
not a fan. I had it a couple of times. Thought maybe the first time wasn't good. Tried it again. Didn't like it. No one matches Huey Magoo's to me.
Yeah, I haven't had it, but I just see the kids with the big cup of sauce.
Yeah.
What's Huey Magoo's?
Huey Magoo's is a chicken place, kind of like PDQ and the other places, but for some reason it's really good.
That's here?
Yeah. Well, there's one over here by me. I don't know where the other ones are.
I've never had that before. I like Raising Cane's, though. That's fire.
Listen, Raising Cane's and that dipping sauce that they have does nothing for me. And I'm not saying it's bad. Just I tried it and I was like, all right, let's do this. And I went, meh.
See, it's good, but I'm not driving to Clearwater for it.
No, and Joey will.
Yeah. That's it's good, but it's
now
not that
opening
good.
one like 10 minutes from here.
Okay.
Joey drove to Clearwater, and I said, why are you going to Clearwater at 7 o'clock at night? He goes, we're going to the Raising Cane's chicken place. I go, are you buying drugs? Is that what that is? And he goes, no, we're really going to eat chicken. And I went, okay.
I see it on social media a lot. I think that's why the kids are going.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like a viral thing.
Sure, I get it. I just don't like
and
it.
It's new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it's something that you haven't had, like, I'm sure Joey's never had White Castle.
Yeah.
You go someplace, he's driving to White Castle.
I mean, he's my son, of course he has. But yeah, I get you.
Know, but something like that.
I've driven to Orlando for White Castle several times.
That's ridiculous.
Burger guy.
Dude, last time there, we ordered 30 of those sliders.
Is the line still super long?
No.
Okay.
Last couple times I've been, we walked right in.
Oh, you went
you
in?
ate 30 sliders?
No, I
Listen,
had like 15.
I give you 30 of those sliders without a doubt.
We split it up with me and my son.
Dude, what we went, I was drinking Jack Daniels from the bottle one time on a bus trip to Atlantic City, and they bought like 100 of those sliders, and I was like, I'll eat the whole bag.
That's heaven.
Just go through the whole bag. I must have had 30 of them for sure.
They're so good. They go down
They're two biters, Diz.
Yeah.
They're
For Dizzy, they're a regular hamburger.
Yeah, Dizzy, two-handers for you.
I eat one, I'm like, oh, stuffed.
Did you ever go to Crystal's?
Yes, Crystals I have.
Crystal's is like a low rent White Castle.
Similar, but not.
It will satisfy your craving.
Yeah, Crystal's though you don't go in the daytime. You only go at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
There was one on Kennedy and West Shore, or somewhere over there, and Kennedy and Dale Mabry, and you went over there on the way home from Ybor.
Yeah,
and they had a 4-pack of cheeseburgers that you can get, but you had to order 5 because after you ate that 4th one, you're like, God damn, I wish I had one more. So that was our rule. We ordered 5, and we'd finish them before we got to the Howard Franklin Bridge, and maybe the garbage would go into the bay. Only when we were drunk.
Yeah, White Castle, they have the suitcase of burgers.
Yeah,
a whole big a Dunkin' Donuts kind of tray.
It comes in like a suitcase.
Yeah,
it's 30 burgers.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's fantastic.
What do you get for the family?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, Carmen, I would wreck some White Castle right now.
Oh man,
I'm in.
This should be your job. You should have arranged breakfast.
Get food?
Yeah.
Listen, I have something coming in later this month. I'm not even going to be here.
Oh, where are you going to be?
I'll be at the station.
Oh, you're not going to be here.
Yeah. But you'll get food.
You should be here from now
Eh.
on. Oh, you don't want to come here?
No, I do. I do like being here, but for the extra work I have to do, I need to be at the station.
True.
I need to be plugged in.
True. Plug it in.
Yeah. So it is.
Sorry, Diz. I was pulling for you.
Yeah. Listen, if Dizzy wants to do all that work,
I guess Dizzy have to come here.
I'm in either way.
I
live in St. Pete kind of now, so I could get Pap.
See?
Oh, wait. Now I think maybe Dizzy should be the right choice.
Did I see Dizzy campaign signs online? Did
you?
Get this. Someone made that. Guess who retweeted it?
Hoppy?
Did
he really?
He retweeted it. I was so surprised.
That's a big FU. I don't want the gig.
Yeah.
I guess. I did not hear from Hoppy yet.
No.
Good.
I thought I would.
I wonder if Olivero ever heard back.
I don't know. He didn't tell me. I did talk to him yesterday, and he didn't say anything to me, so I guess Hoppy doesn't want the gig.
I guess he doesn't like us.
You know how fun it would be this morning if he was like, I have been to White Castle. Oh, I miss the old Hoppy voice.
Do you know how great it would be if Galvin came back tomorrow and Hoppy?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Hoppy back, you guys telling
Galvin.
dreams.
Oh, just staring at Galvin while he's doing it.
It's already like locked in.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. he would leave.
Yeah,
Galvin would leave
he
for
would
sure.
do that.
Yeah.
Nope. And
Nope.
walk out.
Nope. You're right. He'd walk in, he'd go nope, and he'd leave.
I remember when we did the mid-year reviews. Oh, no, sorry, the full-year reviews. When I said the thing about Tuttle, Rob, or Hoppy, he got so mad about having to pick one. I didn't know he hated them that much.
Tuttle is hateable.
Yeah.
Tuttle is really good at what he does when he does man on the street stuff, but everything else about him is awful. Rob, I thought was good, but Rob just didn't have the people skills that he needed to do. But he was good at his job, and then Hoppy's Hoppy's good because he's just he's gonna screw up whatever you tell him to do.
Yeah, he's the R word. I get it. You can say it like that, right? You're allowed to do that, right?
And on that note, let's take a break. When we come back, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away this week, and we're playing Sporkle. It should be easier to crush you guys today with no other.
So
Oh yeah,
It's
is
just
it
me
just
and
you two? Or you want Pap to play?
No.
Okay.
Who's gonna?
No.
Someone has to.
Me and
score.
Gio.
All right.
We did just fine
You are
without
not
you.
you are not
You're right.
qualified
No.
to play Sporkle. You do not meet the standards.
He's
Yeah.
not
See,
paying
you're not even paying attention to the show.
He's talking to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Jeez.
I
okay.
am qualified.
Oh, you weren't listening.
Yes.
Okay.
I am
I'm sorry.
qualified.
I am qualified.
What are your
Good job.
qualifications?
Did
Did you play Wordle yesterday? I did.
Super qualified. That's
I forgot.
I don't know what my qualifications are. I know random things.
I'm dying to look at my wife has some sort of ability. She looked at Wheel of Fortune yesterday. It had 3 letters, and she went, no M's. And she looked at it. She goes, Matthew McConaughey. I mean, they were 5 letters away before they got it. She looked right at the screen. She went Matthew McConaughey, and she was right. She should be on that show for sure.
That's why I stopped playing Wordle, because I can't do that.
So I can figure out Wordle
Yeah.
and 3 or 4 things, but I'm dying to one day just write flower and get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just right out of the gate, just pick the right word.
Get the first one.
Just get the first one. No one's done that.
I use the same word every day.
You do?
Chad has got the word in one.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Just by guessing?
Because he did it this way, where he had the same word and
Right.
he used it every single day.
Okay, so
Yeah.
And then eventually it came. So that's what I did, or what I'm doing. A year and a half later,
nothing.
I still have not got it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you son of a bitch.
I remember when I was playing, I Googled what's the best start word
Yeah.
to find out what it was. Yeah.
I just threw something with vowels.
Yeah.
A couple of vowels. I know where to put them.
Same.
Last night she played Jeopardy so good that I thought she was taking that pill from that movie with Bradley Cooper. I looked at her and I was like, what are you doing? I mean, you don't know anything about Western civilization and history, and she was smoking it.
As much as you guys watch Jeopardy, I don't know why you don't take the online test at least, just to see
but
where
I
you
know,
stand.
But I know the thing. I could probably get on Jeopardy from taking the online test.
I don't believe you. I don't think you would.
Listen to me. If they call me tomorrow and they said, yes, you can be on the show, I would not go because I don't want to be the guy up there that has negative. Sorry, you don't make
Yeah.
Final Jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know that one day it's great and the next day I'm terrible. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
No, but I know, but those guys on there that are on there and they win 3 days in a row, you're like, I can't compete with this guy.
I don't think you realize how insanely hard it is to get on Jeopardy.
But listen to me. I'm just saying.
Like, you're just putting yourself on the show. I'm like, I'm not going to do it because, you know.
But here's the thing. Whether or not I could get on the show,
yeah.
I don't want to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're offering me $10,000 and I'm saying no.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that even if I did make it on the show, I would be so nervous about going and looking like a fool on television that I wouldn't want to go.
Right. Because everybody's watching.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll take the online test.
Yeah.
And then when they tell me that I'm going to go and make you call and tell them no. You call and tell them.
All right.
You call. Ken Jennings
Do
calls you
it.
personally.
Yeah.
And asks you to be on the show.
No.
Yeah. He makes all the phone calls.
We are declining the offer.
What's in it for me?
I almost got
You
on
get
the
to go on
weakest link.
Jeopardy.
You almost won what?
I almost got on the weakest link.
Did you
on that
really?
show. Yeah.
I love that show.
Yeah.
It was around the time when, remember when we got hacked
Yeah.
here at work?
Yeah.
So my email was blocked and they couldn't recontact me and get my flight information.
Yeah.
And then they reached out again, and I told them, like, I was kind of nervous, and I was like, I don't know, man, because I was afraid to make a fool of myself on air, on TV, because I knew I wouldn't get any
Weakest
questions
link
right.
is different because if you make a fool out of yourself, she just goes bye bye, and
Yeah.
that's it. And you go. But at Jeopardy, you just stand there for an hour, for a half hour like this, as your score keeps going red. And you don't want that to be your legacy. If you go on Jeopardy and you win one day and lose the next day, for the rest of your life, you could write Jeopardy champion on your resume.
Yeah.
You know, Mike Calta, radio host, Jeopardy champion for the rest of my life. I can't go on and be like, did not make Final Jeopardy. That would be the worst.
Yeah, I would not add that to your resume.
Well,
That's
also,
not a good.
also, when I'm playing in the living room with my wife and I go, who is Kublai Khan? And they go, that is Kublai Khan. And you're like, hey, and I go, I don't know how I knew that, you know? And then the next one you go and you're like, what is dioxide something? And they go, no, I'm sorry, the answer is 4. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, you don't want to do that either. You know what I mean?
But even having just Jeopardy contestant on your resume, I think is kind of cool.
Oh, you were on Jeopardy? How did you do? I didn't
yeah.
make Final Jeopardy. Sorry. I lost.
I was a negative 12 grand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't do that. Although if I did go on there and they were like, categories are people from New York, you know, just radio things that I know about, I'd be so happy. And then one category I don't know. I'd be like,
The one dude here, I've asked him to come on the show a dozen times, and he always turns us down.
I don't know. I wonder why.
I have no idea. I think he just doesn't want to
Troy?
do. Yeah.
It's interesting because he's got a record label. You think he would at least promote his record label, but
I've talked to his wife a bunch of times. She's super nice, and she's like, I'll ask him, but I don't know. And then she's like, yeah, he's not interested.
I wonder why. Maybe it's me. He doesn't like. Maybe he's heard the show and doesn't like me.
Or maybe he just doesn't want to he's not into like the attention.
Yeah,
She said he doesn't like to do a lot of press.
Yeah, the other thing is that he sat down when he played Jeopardy, and I think he had a heart problem.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't want to talk about that.
I mean, she's
as I
super
bring it up
nice
right now.
and responsive.
Yeah. I mean, look, I get it. Some people just don't like it. I just would be interested because I was a fan. You know what I mean? I liked watching him play.
For sure.
Very smart guy. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got Sporkle. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
Well, we actually have tickets for that game.
Oh.
We have tickets for, Lightning versus Vancouver, Experience Hendricks, Daryl Hall, Brian Regan, TSO, Reggae Rise Up, Thomas Rhett.
Oh, my God.
And
Oh, my God.
pew, 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 the Mike Calta tailgate.
I don't understand why that gets special sound effects. I mean, I like the way you hype it up.
Because it's your name.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
And I need to do finger guns at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
Give
I
me a
feel
reason.
like the brisket shop should always get those noises.
Yeah, I agree with that. That is Monday night.
Yeah.
As the Ravens come to town, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the Ravens. I should be very sleepy the next day.
The older I get, the more I hate Monday Night Football.
Yeah, like the more, especially like I have to go to the tailgate and then get home before the game starts.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Like last night, I totally fell asleep like halfway through the game. I was like, oh man, I woke up like, wonder what happened.
I asked my wife if she minded if I went to bed at 6 o'clock, and she said yes. I was so tired last night. It just drained me. The days have drained me.
Yeah.
All right, let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go.
All right.
No, it's not firing. It wasn't firing off. I was clicking as hard as I could.
Man.
I'll read
He was clicking as hard as he could.
Yeah, I was
He's
like
I didn't hit
jamming it.
hard
I
enough.
was like,
And
get
this
out
guy's
of
campaigning for the gig.
Oh, yeah.
That
Hoppy wouldn't have screwed that up.
Yeah.
here.
Hoppy could reach the whole board from just sitting in one spot. All right, Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Carmen, is it now really? It's just me and Gio playing against each other? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me the win now.
Yeah.
What are we playing today?
All right. Today we're going to be playing
Disney.
3 songs, 1 artist.
Oh, I'm toast.
It's over.
I'm toast. Yeah.
Can you name the
If you beat me,
singer or band?
you get 3 people will win for you.
Okay.
You get to pick 3 lines.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
All right. So, artist or band. It's a mix of everything. I'm going to give you 3 songs. You're going to name the artist or band. Okay?
Okay.
Chasing Pavement, Make You Feel My Love, Easy on Me.
Katy Perry.
No.
Jack.
Chasing Pavement, Make You
I
Feel
don't
My
know.
Love, Easy on Me, Adele.
Maybe this isn't so.
Speed of Sound, Clocks, Paradise.
That is
Coldplay.
Yes. Damn it. I couldn't
Gio.
get it out. They don't sell stadiums.
Come Tomorrow, Mighty Quinn, Fox on the Run. Come Tomorrow, Mighty Quinn, Fox on the Run.
Taylor Swift.
Manfred Mann.
Who?
Manfred Mann had one song, Blinded by the Light.
No.
That's it.
He didn't. He had Come Tomorrow, Mighty Quinn, Fox on the Run.
Mm-mm.
Your next one,
And it was Bruce Springsteen's song.
Crazy for You, Frozen, Hung Up.
Madonna.
Yes, Mike Calta. Emma, So You Win Again, You Sexy Thing.
Ricky Martin.
Emma, So You Win Again, You Sexy Thing.
I don't know.
Hot Chocolate.
What is that?
Cool, I don't know. This is killing me.
Desserts? I didn't know that was part of the thing.
No, it's not. These are bands or artists. Nights in White Satin,
Moody Blues.
Mike Calta. Leave a Little Love, The Man Who Sold the World,
David Bowie.
Shout. Leave a Little Love, The Man Who Sold the World, Shout.
I don't know.
Isley Brothers.
Lulu.
Who's Lulu?
Lulu. Lulu.
Who's Lulu?
I don't know.
It's the pants.
What?
That's Lululemon.
Oh.
You're thinking different.
After the love has gone, let's groove.
God.
September.
That's cool. No, that's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Mike Calta. Whew. True lifeline. Only when you leave. True
Drake.
lifeline.
They just sound like Drake songs to me.
Only when you leave.
I'm gonna give you my lifeline.
I don't know.
Spandau Ballet.
Correct. You should have
Spandau
played.
Ballet had one song.
No, they did not.
I've never heard of these bands.
Oh, I know that one.
Pap Pap.
This much is true.
Sign of the times.
Prince.
As
Come on.
it was. Lights up.
No.
Sign of the times as it was. Lights up. Harry Styles.
Oh yeah.
Never heard of it.
And Pap Pap.
Jeez. This is,
We are halfway there.
Gio is on the board with a single point, and Michael is your leader. He's winning with 3.
Ah.
wow.
Okay.
Giving you a run for your money.
Mm-hmm.
Love action. Mirror Man. Fascination.
Mirror Man.
Love action. Mirror Man. Fascination.
The Weekend.
Human League.
Yeah.
What is that?
You know Human League. What is Fascination is the one song I know. What are the other two?
Love action. Mirror Man.
See, and Human League had one song that was popular.
No, they
Yeah, no.
Mama, I Can't Dance. Invisible Touch.
Genesis.
Yes, Mike Calta. Down, down. Pictures of matchstick men. Margarita time.
Jimmy Buffett.
Good guess. Down, down.
And come on.
Pictures
Nobody
of
else is writing
matchstick
margarita
men.
songs but Jimmy Buffett.
He did corner the margarita
Yeah.
market when it
Come
comes to
on.
music. I don't know that.
Time. Status quo.
No clue.
The Hindu times. Roll with it. Stand by me.
So here's the thing. I know who sings Stand By Me, and I know who sings Roll With It. I'm going to go Steve Winwood.
No.
So should I have gone, well, I'll let you answer. Benny King?
Benny King.
Oasis.
Oh, Jesus.
Oasis.
Roll With It, yeah.
See ya. Ladies' night. Whole again.
See ya.
No.
Because it's
This is a great band name.
The Commodores.
No. Atomic Kitten.
What is going on? I thought that's a tattoo place downtown.
Yeah.
I did not make this quiz. I promise you. Little Town Flirt. Keep searching. The Swiss Maid.
I give up.
Taylor Swift.
Tell Shannon. Work It Out. Irreplaceable. Sweet Dreams.
Marilyn Manson. Sweet dreams.
Work It Out.
Beyonce.
Yes, Mike Calta and Pap Pap. We are on the last 3.
I know Beyonce.
Yeah.
Gio has a single solitary point on the board,
Coldplay.
and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
Good luck, Gio.
I need all 3.
All right. 3 songs, 1 artist. Last 3. Here we go. Don't forget to remember me. Words, you win again.
I don't know.
Don't forget to remember me. Words, you win again.
David Bowie.
No. Bee Gees.
Bee Gees had so many hits.
Yeah. It's all song. Is that the theme?
They weren't
Songs.
hits. They weren't. They're,
Songs that suck.
Yeah. They're just songs of people. Off the Wall,
Michael Jackson.
Mike Calta.
Michael Jackson.
See, you know that one. And
What were the other 2 Michael Jackson songs? Just out of curiosity.
Off the-
Beat It and Thriller?
no.
Of course not.
Off the Wall,
Yeah.
Remember the Time,
Okay.
Smooth Criminal.
All right, that was
That's fair, yeah.
enough. Thank you. Thank you.
Is that an acceptable ruler?
That's good.
Cotton Fields,
Oh,
Slope John B.
I'm out.
Beach Boys.
Yes.
Wrong kind of slope.
Yeah, I
You're
don't know.
okay.
What's going on
Got
there?
Cottonfield and slopes. What was the third
I'm
one?
going to step away from that one.
Do it again.
Your final
Is that it?
score. Yep.
Yes.
Your final score is Gio with a single point, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
I believe that's 3 in a row.
That is not 3 in a row.
I believe it is.
It is not.
Damn it.
It is 2 in a row.
All right, 2 in a row.
I'm on top of this.
Hey, listen.
All right.
I'm not used to that. Dizzy, if you can pick a line for me, please. I do not have phone access.
Got it.
I do not have phone control. You will have your choice of tickets. Carmen will Dizzy will grab it here during the break.
Would you like the year totals?
Sure.
Year totals, I have 35 wins. I've absorbed the wins of someone else.
Oh, no.
No, that's not how that works.
Fair.
Can't absorb wins.
Thank you. I've absorbed the wins. Those are still in the books.
Mike
They,
Martin,
that's
ladies and
not
gentlemen.
they need to be absorbed somewhere. Galvin has 60 wins. And Mike, you now have 90 wins.
Wow. My goal is 120.
Yeah.
So we got time. All right. What do we have coming up in news?
Oh, coming up in news.
You're on top of everything.
I'm glad I remember it. KKK candles.
What?
Oh. Slope John B.
You probably shouldn't
It's
say
Sloop.
that.
Sloop, by the way. Sloop, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
And those are not the Haitians you're looking for.
Oh, man.
no.
All right. Gio has your news. We'll take a quick break and we'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Tomorrow is Galvin is back. He'll have a brand new open letter. Friday, Brent Ernst is going to be here. He's going to be at Side Splitters next weekend or this coming weekend. Reminder also that Saturday is Glockoween at Chartcoast Tactile. I was talking to Will yesterday, and he was like, we thought about possibly rescheduling it. And I was like, man, I'm telling you, I think Glockoween's going to be a big hit because I think people are dying to get out of their house. They're dying for something to do. I mean, yesterday we drove over to Clearwater to check on the Clearwater condo, and thankfully everything was fine. Little water
Really?
damage on the windows. Yeah, we have some windows that face the outside that got some water damage, made the paint pop up a little bit, but that is hardly anything to worry about compared to some of the things that we saw on the way down there. So I'm definitely not complaining about that. But there's some work to be done. But some of the devastation that people had just seeing it on the way down there. And the people that are still, how is your family or whoever has got that's by the receding with the water that's not receding?
From what I heard yesterday, the water was still there, but it had gone down a little bit.
So a friend of my wife's sent pictures of 2 lakes behind her house that now have merged to become one.
Yeah.
Nice lakefront property now.
Oh, yeah.
I actually think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
As long as the lake stays out of your house,
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good deal. But anyway. It is time for us to check in with Gio. He's got today's news. Oh, Dizzy.
Wow.
You are not doing... Hoppy could be doing a much better job.
The thing's not firing off right away.
I know.
News with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I mean, so far, not good.
That's right. Carmen wants to stay here, right? So
Oh.
I like, what can you do for us over here, man? We've been locked out of the garage twice.
all right, get to the news, brother.
That's true.
What do we have in news today, Gio?
The Pasco County Sheriff's Office is addressing confusion from a misleading tweet that was circulating online yesterday afternoon. The tweet read from an account was JLR Investigates. It said, tipster told me they believe 600 Haitian migrants are being stored in a warehouse at Sun Lake 54.
Oh, Sun Lake, if that's right here.
In Pasco County.
That big ass warehouse building that they built.
They definitely have some kind of operation going on here. I was kicked off property immediately by armed security. And he had a video of, a security guard asking him to leave. Like, this is private property. What are you doing here?
Right.
So it's circulating online. Anything that's on the internet, it starts getting a little bit of steam.
So I will tell you, on Sun Lake and 54, right there on 54, they built a building that is probably 3 blocks long.
Massive.
That I have no idea. It just looks like office buildings, if you will. But an odd place to put office buildings on such a main road like that. Like it's a real nondescript office building.
Big, giant concrete building.
Yeah. It was hard. It was hard. We talked to my dad. We were trying to figure out what it was going to be when they were building it. Because at first it looked like maybe it was storage. Because it was a big plain looking building. Then it got really long. So now I have no idea. And now I wonder why where did the rumor start that there were Haitians in there?
Well, so it's circulated online through this account. Through
but
Twitter.
like who can we reach out to that guy?
We probably
on Twitter?
could. Yeah, he said it was a tipster, but he's now that the sheriff's office clarified that's not the case. He has since said thank you, Pasco County Sheriff, for doing a great
But
job.
what did they
all
clarify? What is it?
So, Pasco County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying they had received numerous questions regarding a shelter at the intersection of Sun Lake and 54 due to the inaccurate report. They said, to be clear, the information included in this tweet is entirely inaccurate and is not true, but has sadly led to rumors that we must address. This location is a special needs shelter ordered by the Florida Department of Emergency Management to alleviate impacts to area schools and allow them to return to service. Area schools are used as shelters primarily to allow them to return to normal operations, and other shelters must be stood up in the area. It says there's no threat to our community, and the sheriff's office has spoken directly to representatives of the Florida Department of Emergency Management to confirm that information again today on the site visit by deputies and supervisors out of an abundance of caution.
Wow, I got to tell you, that is that's how rumors get started and things go crazy. But also, if there's sometimes there's a little hint of truth to something.
Right.
A little truth. Maybe they panicked and got the 600 Haitian migrants out of the place. I don't know.
Well, have you heard about the the port workers that are on strike?
Yeah.
But they're saying, because a lot of them are saying that they're hearing things inside the crates.
Oh, like
What?
they're shipping people over?
Yes, and they're trying to notify, and so technically they're not on strike. They're being told not to come in because they're trying to get the people out of the crates.
That I don't believe, but that's even better.
You know what I
That's even
mean?
better than the last one.
But again, like, you hear these things and like there's a hint of truth, and I'm sure someone probably just heard something in a crate.
Can you imagine? I think about this when I watch The Godfather, because The Godfather 2, they show Vito Corleone coming over as a kid by himself to Ellis Island. And I think of how miserable that trip must have been to be on a boat with a bunch of smelly immigrants and just in the sun and being outside and eating rations, and just what a miserable trip. Now think of what it would be like to be in a container like that with no light.
Container and in cages is usually
heat.
how they keep them.
In the cages?
In cages, because basically they just store them like dogs, and that way they can stack them up. And then if they don't put any thing down, they're just like relieving themselves on the person.
Gross.
So you want top bunk on that? Is that
Yeah. Top cage.
Dude, when I was a kid, we had bunk beds, and I was always afraid to sleep on the bottom bunk because I was convinced my brother would pee the bed.
Really?
And it would drip down on top of me.
I never thought about that.
I'm still traumatized to this day. I will never sleep in a bunk bed.
I love the bottom bunk.
Yeah?
Yeah, every time. So I
just don't want to go upstairs.
Yeah.
No. That was the fun part when you were a kid, was climbing the stairs. No, I feel like the bottom bunk was the way to go, because you were in like a cave. You know what I mean? Like you could hang a blanket down and you could be like in a cave. Also, when I went to Camp Spes Monday when I was a kid, and each lean-to had a bunk bed and a single bed, and the guy who was in the single bed, we always used to get up in the middle of the night, slowly pick his bed up and carry it out into the woods, so he would wake up into the woods. Dude. When you were on the and we got pretty good with getting the top bunk off too without the guy knowing, but it was very hard to take the top bunk off and then pull the bottom bunk without the guy waking up. So if you were on the bottom bunk, you were pretty safe. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, we used to go in. The guy was sleeping, we'd pick it up, and we'd only walk maybe 50, 60 feet in the woods, and we'd put his bed down slowly, and then at some point, either in the middle of the night or in the morning, you'd hear, hey, hey. I mean, imagine just waking up, and all you see is forest around you. Oh, the paranoia that sets in. You can't figure out how you got there and why you're in the woods. It's bad.
Why is this wolf eating me?
Yeah.
Because my friends hate me.
It was bears. It was bears. They had bear. It was up in the Adirondack Mountains in New York, and there were bears there. Every once in a while, you hear, and you knew a bear was out there.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, how we were able to camp in that camp, I'll never know.
Diddy, remember Diddy? Still in federal custody, still hasn't gotten out of jail. Well, now there are even more lawsuits with multiple allegations of sexual assault coming to light. His legal team denies all claims, stating in court that the truth will prevail. Attorney Tony Busby has filed 6 more lawsuits so far, representing up to 120 alleged victims, with 4 of the lawsuits involving male accusers.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That Diddy sexually assaulted them.
Do you know anything about this? There was a videotape that some girl released that was from an orgy that they had. Do you know about this? It's got Jay-Z in it.
Yeah, I heard about this.
I saw the picture. It's got Jay-Z, another guy, and Diddy, and then a naked girl in the picture, and they're all just kind of like standing around. and it said that she released a video from this orgy that they had, and I don't know, man. I was kind of.
Well,
Isn't that the one with the celebrity in it? That they're like, you'll be surprised which celebrity is in the video.
Oh, maybe that was it, and they had some faces blacked out.
Yeah, and they said it was like, it might be Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff.
I don't know. It looked like a bunch of black dudes.
But
okay. It's not him then.
Yeah.
Leo was at a lot of parties, and there's pictures of him because. So what they're saying is, like, Diddy had his infamous white party, and there was a party.
That's where you invite one white guy to your party.
No. But he was known for having these big, extravagant parties, his birthday parties, the yearly white party and stuff. But there was a party after the party.
Yeah.
And everyone knew to stay around or leave before.
Yeah.
And Diddy said his favorite party guest was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, because he probably grabbed the most. He probably brought the most girls in.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And
Right.
he did, but-
Young girls, too, because, Leo likes them like 22, 23.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at him for that.
No, that's pretty
Like,
good.
I don't think he did anything wrong by doing that. If you're a good looking guy and you got millions of dollars and you're a famous actor, it's okay if you're dating a chick that's in her 20s.
Yeah, as long as she's legal.
If I if I date a chick in her 20s, that's something wrong. I'm not a gazillionaire, and I'm not a Leonardo
not?
DiCaprio. And I'm not super handsome either. I know that's a surprise.
Well,
So-
one of the accusers, Lewis West, claims that in 2008, while working for Echo Clothing, he was assaulted by Diddy in a stockroom of Macy's in New York, and he alleges that Diddy, along with his bodyguards, physically attacked him and then sexually assaulted him.
What?
Yes.
So what did he wait for so long to come out with this?
Because they're afraid that you don't go against Diddy, man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
would
was
go
blowing up
against it.
people's cars and stuff.
Yeah, like
And
he's
getting
killing people.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes.
He's a gangster.
If you got a bunch of bodyguards and they said, listen, if you say anything, we'll just kill you and nobody will care.
Man, I don't know. It's hard for me to comprehend. Not that I mean, Diddy to me, it was Biggie's side piece.
Do you remember he got into the club shooting when he was dating J-Lo?
J-Lo, yeah. But that's
yeah.
that's just young thug gangster stuff, bringing a gun into a club,
He's
Yeah.
like turning out to be like this real like mafia sexual.
I mean,
don.
the guy's pretty close to a billionaire if he's not a billionaire.
I think he is.
If you're
untouchable.
the thing about Diddy that made me realize how popular he was he owns a building. He may own several buildings, but I was walking to the Late Show to meet the Stengels one day, and I passed the building, and it said it was Sean John on the outside, and it said the Sean Combs building. Like he owned the whole goddamn building.
Did you know
That's
what-
some money.
He had a clothing line. He has Ciroc Vodka. He has the music company.
Yeah, no. I mean,
but-
he's with the money, and with the money comes power. I mean, he's got the power. But I didn't think about that. Like, listen to me. I'm telling you right now. I meet Diddy at a backstage one day, and he's like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And he's like, "Hey, you're not normally my type, but I think I'm going to rape you." And his bodyguards hold me down, and he tries to attack me. I go straight to the police. Like, I go straight to the FBI. I go
mean,
straight to wherever I have to go to, and then I kill Diddy.
You can do that, but if you do, I'm going to kill your entire
Yeah.
family.
Now you're dead. Your family's dead. So good job.
No, you get to live, but I'll kill your entire family.
Yeah.
So you better not say anything because that's what's going to happen.
And think about Terry Crews. He mentions that he was sexually assaulted by an upper manager or something like that. And as a man, it's something that's very uncommon. It's very uncomfortable, and you don't know. And then on top of that, you have to admit that another man took advantage of you. It's very
Well, he didn't. He only took he made
tried.
a pass out of it. He didn't take advantage of it.
But it's very emasculating.
Yeah, sure.
For a man. So they say
Also, I would sit there for an hour and I'd go, did he? I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Did he
Right.
just grab him? No, maybe
You got to
he
think,
didn't.
what kind of man is touching Terry Crews is like?
A
I'm
man
prepared
who
for
likes
this.
other men.
Yeah, but like he's so big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't you be afraid to?
No,
just-
because there's a part of me that thinks that guys are so vain like that and that are in good shape might be a little gay. And maybe that guy was just throwing it. He was just casting, see what he can bring in.
But but he was like an executive of some type of
Yeah, he was a Hollywood guy.
right. So he knew that he could get away with it.
Or did he just take a shot at it? You know what I mean? Like, you get a guy like that, you think, I wonder if this guy, and you take a little shot at it, And then if
I
he
think
says
it's more of
no,
a power move. I think if
but
you
yeah.
want to work, you're
listen,
gonna let
I
me.
am not denying that at all, but it's hard for me to comprehend.
Yeah.
I mean, that's typically of me going up to Joe and going, "Hey, Joe, You know what I'm saying?
Take my dogs out. Take my trash out.
Yeah, but I'm saying next.
Yeah,
if you
you're not
take it to the
getting-
next level where I'm grabbing his pee-pee. That's where I'm having problems. Taking my dogs out is fine.
All
But I'm
right.
just saying you're not getting sexual gratification from him, but you are making him do favors for
Joe,
you.
am I making you do favors?
No, Michael, I'm very happy to do them.
Do you know how?
Yeah.
Do you know
Sounds
how?
like Cassie to me.
Yes.
Do I
You're
sound
my
like a kept
Cassie.
woman?
I'm P Fatty. Do you know how that started with the dogs getting walked?
Didn't they like poop their cage or something?
No, I had to go walk, and Joe said, "Do you want me to walk the dogs for you?" And I go, "Do you care?" And he goes, "No, I don't mind at all." And I said, "Okay." And then the next day he was like, "You want me to walk the dogs?" I was like, "Sure, if you want to walk the dog."
And again, I don't believe that either because you've done this before where you make up a story and then you make everyone believe it. And it's been.
What? What am I, a cult leader?
I didn't make that story
You
up.
are. I didn't say you did. I
Oh,
said
okay.
Mike does this all the time. Where
How did I make up?
He
You're
makes-
telling me I can make up a story and then manipulate everybody to believe the story?
because
Well, then
you
you
were-
should treat me like a
you
god.
repeat
Yeah.
it so many times
I'm
that
so
you
good at it.
that you start to believe it that it's just like okay, yeah, whatever. Because it doesn't matter to anybody else.
So you're saying at some point I said, Joe, go walk my dogs if you want to work here. And Joe said,
No,
okay. And
it is-
I don't have to actually say it.
Right.
I go, Joe,
You
I
know,
need some help.
go watch.
So it's implied.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You were voluntold
Yes.
what to do.
Thank you, Gio.
Joe.
Have you're here? I'm not here all the
Yeah.
time. Gio, have you witnessed the voluntold
Yeah,
before?
all the time.
Thank you.
Joe, you should probably go walk the dogs.
Joe, I never
No,
tell you
no,
what.
no, that's
He
never
knows.
happened.
He knows what has to be done.
See?
I never have to tell him.
It's
That's
the point
true.
now where Mike just turns and looks.
Yeah.
And Joe goes, shakes his head
Don't blame us for having good communication.
and walks
Yeah.
away. But then when I see Joe outside by himself, he's bitching about it. Yeah, he's like,
Crying.
walk the
That's-
No, is that
dog.
true, Joe?
No, that is absolutely
Why
not
wouldn't you
true.
just say it to me?
Michael, it's not true. You know why I walk the dogs. I walk the dogs.
So you have a job.
No, because it's freezing in here.
Yes.
And I can't. I
And
don't
he's
have.
probably smoking his little laser
Yeah,
thing
I gotta
outside.
hit my pen a little bit.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
go outside. You know, I
Smell the fresh air.
Yeah, look at the deer.
Yeah.
You know, I say hi to Ralphie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoy being outside in nature.
Do you enjoy the can work?
Oh, absolutely.
You
Can work
enjoy
is-
taking out another man's trash.
Yes, I do. I'm
listen.
not. I'm not. That doesn't
Let's-
bother me what it sounds
the,
like.
the trash is usually loaded up. Every once in a while, I'll wake up and Amanda left a new bag outside of there. All Joe does is take it to the curb.
Yeah,
He does the
takes
same
your
thing.
trash out.
Takes a walk to the curb.
Takes your trash out.
Smokes
Takes
his
your
pen.
poop.
Yeah.
Takes your poop to the doctors.
Yeah.
Well, that was
I
that
put
was
my own
the,
in there too.
that was the best. I wanted to see if they would take my poop, and they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Joe walked in
Voluntold.
holding it over his head like Mufasa held
Yeah.
Simba up.
Now rumors are starting to fly that
This has been the best day for rumors so far on the show.
Kamala Harris may actually interview with Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Now,
I
is
thought
he-
it was Trump that was doing it.
yeah, but now they're saying Kamala Harris
Both?
may do it.
Says Joe Rogan, Kamala Harris, obviously in the final stretch of the campaign, says that her people, that the rumor is that her people have reached out to Joe Rogan's people and they've sat down and had a conversation about her being on the podcast and what that would be like.
Listen, I would think it would be better than the Stern interview was, and I think that you'd get more serious questions from Joe Rogan.
It says, according to 3 separate sources, Harris's campaign officials met with Rogan's team this week, but no date has been confirmed. Rogan hosts, obviously, the most popular podcast, and they're looking to make a big push at the end.
According to the Drudge Report today, there's 500 hours to go. 500 hours.
Oh, it's here, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are they waiting for?
Some states already have early voting, so
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I mean?
I mean, if they're going to do it, they need to get going now, especially with them being neck and neck like it is.
I think if Trump goes on, I think he has her right away. Rogan, why would you not? You got to have both. Like
Yeah.
how huge is that?
I
for
don't
him?
think he takes one without the other. I think
Exactly.
he offers it to both of them.
Yeah,
I think he has to.
you know.
But if Harris goes first, does Trump go on?
Actually, he wouldn't have to because he's not regulated
No,
by
yeah.
the
I
FCC.
mean, I think just you would have to just because you
Yeah.
have to. Not you're like
Especially with him and his stance of I don't want to get in politics. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to give either one of them a platform. If you
Yeah.
give one a
if
platform,
he's going to talk to Harris, he must have already confirmed Trump.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But there's no way he could go back because I feel like he would lose so much credibility.
well, yeah. He's said for a long time that he doesn't want to help Trump. He doesn't want to help Harris.
Right.
Doesn't want to. He really does not want to give them a platform to pick do their stuff.
The engineer from News Radio is the guy who's controlling all of this right now. The guy who hated that role so much he won't even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
He is the guy now that is controlling the comedy world and the podcast world and the future election is in his hands right now. It's amazing to think about.
It's really, really insane when you see like the numbers that listen to his podcast and people take his opinion with some type of serious.
Unbelievable. Well, good for him.
Kamala Harris also, been criticized a lot for not sitting down to do interviews since becoming the nominee. She will finally sit down for her first big interview with Fox News tomorrow. She'll be speaking with Bret Baier as part of the campaign stop in Pennsylvania. The interview will air on a special report with Bret Baier at 6 p.m. This is Harris's first interview on Fox News after previously appearing on CNN, 60 Minutes, and Call Her Daddy.
I don't know how she gets through this, through a Fox News interview.
That's going to be very
Bret Baier,
interesting.
where he's kind of like the father figure on that show now. I mean, Hannity too, but he's more middle road than Hannity is.
I mean, you can't. They're not going to go on a Hannity or any of those because they trash the other side all the time.
Yeah, but so does Fox and so does Bret Baier. I mean, I know they like to say fair and balanced, but to be honest with you, we know which side they're on. We know what side CNN's on. So it'll be an interesting.
I feel like Baier, though, he's not as opinion based when he's
but
the format of the show that he's on.
But is he going to come out in attack mode, which is what the viewers are going to want him to do?
I mean, if you're on Fox, I got to imagine the campaign, they've agreed to certain things.
Yeah.
But if you're going on Fox News, that audience, they want you to, this is the time to really grill her and push back on some things.
The interesting thing to me would be if they did agree to certain things, if they told you that before the interview.
Yeah.
Like if they said, or even after the interview, say, hey, in order to get Vice President Harris on, we had to agree not to talk about this and not to bring this up.
They never will.
No, but that would be the most fair thing to do.
They should.
There's always a compromise when it comes to these things. Like, we'll go on, but we're not doing this.
Right.
But it's interesting because it's not going to be live, I don't think. Nothing about live. So
really?
Because it says it's going to air as part of a special report
so
at 6
she going to have final cut on that?
But I don't know. It's going to be, I'm definitely going to check it out to see what's going on.
Yeah, it'll be everywhere.
Bath & Body Works has pulled a candle called Snowed In after many people on social media compared its label design to a Ku Klux Klan hood.
Oh, what is it looking at? Hold on.
The label featured a white stylized snowflake on a light background, which some critics found reminiscent to the shape of a Klan hood.
Hold on, I gotta go look at it. Where is it at now?
It was at Bed Bath. No, hold on.
Yep, Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah, Bath & Body Works.
Oh my God! Did you see it?
I did.
Looks
see
a
it.
lot like it.
So I get it. It's supposed to be
Top of the snowflake.
Yeah, the snowflake, but it looks like four. It looks like four Klan hoods.
The company stated the design was unintentional and apologized for any offense caused. Following the backlash, some customers had their orders canceled, and the candle has now appeared on eBay, going for upwards of $350.
Oh, if you're buying this, you are absolutely racist. So if you look at the picture of the whole candle, you could see the snowflake. But if you look at just the picture of the top, but somebody had to look at that and go, hey. Looks a little like something.
You think there's a lot of marketing people, there's a lot of design people. Nobody thought, hey, that's a little weird.
I heard Will Kuntz has 3.
He just burning them.
Just burning them.
Oh.
But I also imagine that there's someone in their marketing department that's like, we will get a lot of publicity off of that.
That's what I wonder. So I had a friend who was in advertising, and they did this big thing in the South with diapers. It was Pampers, and they held it in this big hall, and it was a big event. And it turned out the event that they held, the place they held it in, had something to do with slaves, and it backfired on them so hard. And I would think that was a mistake because they had no idea. You know what I mean? But then when you look at this, there's no way somebody didn't look at this and go, "Hey, just a heads up." And then somebody might have went, "No." But somebody noticed it.
Right.
The first of it looks like little aliens.
It's just a snowflake.
When
Man.
you see the
Diamond-headed
whole thing.
alien. When you see the whole thing, it looks like a bunch of... when you see the whole thing, it looks like a snowflake.
Yeah.
But then there's a bunch of diamond-headed aliens at the top of it, and you go, that looks weird. Maybe we should put the whole snowflake on there.
Joe's got it on Bone TV now.
Oh, it is hilarious.
Yeah.
Or it looks like 4 people going to a Klan meeting, 5 people going to a Klan meeting.
But honestly, I feel like they do this all the time because I saw a woman and she was talking about Bumble. And this was when dating apps were kind of new.
Right.
And Bumble wasn't really a thing yet. It was just Tinder and stuff. And she said they really wanted to hit the college market because that was where it wasn't like really tapped in yet because there was no money.
Yeah.
And she said they gave the hottest chicks They made them wear Bumble t-shirts, and they would pay them to go into class 10 to 15 minutes late and like drop something.
Right, get attention.
Create attention, and then be like, oops, wrong class, and then just run out. And all they did was wear a Bumble shirt. And then it was like, what's Bumble? What's Bumble? And then that was their whole marketing campaign.
That's a great idea because there's no backlash there.
Right.
In this case, the backlash would outweigh the good. Like, they have to cancel this candle now.
They have to cancel the candle, but how many do they really make?
Yeah, but even if they, like, no one's rushing out to buy the racist candle now.
Yeah, but listen,
They are now.
I know a girl, like one of my girlfriends loves Bath and Body Works candles, and they always have a sale twice a year. It's like right after Christmas and then right after one other holiday, and they go like 3 for $20. It's huge. She literally will. It's almost like a Black Friday. She will go wait in line.
I see you said Black Friday.
Well, I get it, but what I'm saying is that she's not getting them because of the labels. She likes the candles.
Right.
So nobody's running out and they're like, I have to have this racist candle.
But, well, Gio just said they're selling now online for $300.
Yeah, because you can't get them. You know, people are like, now, you
Right,
know,
but
you're
now
going to sell one candle for $300.
Oh,
you know.
you want a racist candle? I'll get you a racist candle.
Wait a minute.
I know a guy who can get those on the cheap.
Of course you do.
No. No, thanks.
For scumbag of the day, a Hillsborough County man was arrested for trying to steal a generator that was powering a traffic light during a state of emergency.
Not mad at him.
Tico workers
Not
caught,
mad at him. More important to save your family than it is the traffic light.
Tico workers caught Soyal Zapata attempting to take a generator from intersection of Sun City Center and took photos of him and his license plate before he drove off. Deputies later found him at home where he claimed he didn't see a lock or name on the generator and thought he could just take it.
Yeah.
Since this happened during a state of emergency, he now faces a harsher charge of grand theft, which carries a more severe penalty.
Listen, I have seen those giant generators on, what do you call it? The ones that you attach to your car.
Yeah.
What do they call those?
Car generators?
No, the Jesus Christ. I got one out back here.
The
Didn't you attach to your car and you pull it?
what are you talking about?
To charge it?
I put my golf cart on it.
Trailer?
Trailer. Oh, I couldn't get that out. I think I'm having a stroke.
We should just end it.
I wanted
We
to
should
call,
just go home.
I wanted to call it the loft. I kept going, you put it on the loft.
like what?
I'm so confused.
The
trailer. You ever see the generators on the trailer on the side of the road?
Yeah.
They're like built into the trailer.
Yeah.
I wanted to hook one of those so bad and take it just so I'd have it here in case something goes wrong, but I wouldn't know how to use it even if I stole it.
I think there were some portable, like those big generators when they were trying to fix the power with the linemen and stuff. They roll them out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That would be great to steal. If I had one of those and I could put it in the back of my house and just everything goes wrong. The guys were telling me yesterday, and this really bugged me, that because I have the Tesla charger on the side of my house, that I could have put my charger, my generator, and then plugged it right into that, and then reverse the switchers inside and use that to run the power
for the whole house.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Do you know how to do that? Any of that? Hey, there you
they
go.
said it would require a couple of steps, but it could have been done.
You don't do that because your house goes up in flames.
This guy has already. I had them out here. I had them measuring. We're pouring concrete. We are ordering that generator now, right now. It's happening.
So the generator you did have could have powered the whole house? It was strong enough?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow.
I know that sucks to think about. I don't even want to think about it. Just let it go. Let it go.
It was just sitting there.
All I know is those guys came out here yesterday and called me. And they were like, "We might have to wait about 9 weeks." And then he called me yesterday and he was like, "Nope, we got one now. We'll get this thing going." Yeah,
Right.
so I'm ready to go.
So
Now you didn't. Titus didn't take the charger.
No, it's built into my house. He took the charger, like the actual cord.
Okay.
But they had to build like a receptacle outside onto my house.
I just figured when he came and took the car, he also took everything.
Oh,
Listen,
took what he wanted.
Thankfully, he left my wife.
next time he comes, he might take the generator.
Yeah.
I'm
Yo,
going to go
you
ahead and
think
take that.
Titus? You ever think Titus ever did any gay stuff?
Maybe.
I mean, he did rise up pretty quickly in the WWE.
He's a big
He
guy.
is built like Terry Crews. Maybe he slept his way to the top.
I mean,
He knows everybody. Does he know Diddy?
Maybe. I bet he'd been to a Diddy party.
I mean, he's the king of Tampa Bay,
By the
of
way,
course.
I'm kidding. I don't know anything stuff about Titus. I don't need him kicking that door down and beating my face.
Former Las Vegas Raiders coach John Gruden is getting a full review from the Nevada Supreme Court in his lawsuit against the NFL. Gruden claims the league leaked emails containing racist and sexist remarks forcing him to resign in 2021. The court will reconsider whether the case should go to arbitration, which could be overseen by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Defendant in the case, it says if Gruden wins this review, his case could go to trial, giving him a chance to prove his claim that the NFL intentionally targeted him and damaged his career.
He would 100% win that case. He would 100% win that case, and he would. And you get in. I'm telling you right now, I'm a pretty good person. I'm a pretty good person on the surface. You could dig and dig and dig, and believe me, it's been dug through before, and they've come up with nothing. I'm a pretty good person. What you see is what you get. You go through my emails, my personal emails, and my communications with like somebody like Pete or something.
Yeah,
probably shut me down for life, because when you have an assumed amount of privacy between you and your best friend, or you and somebody you love that you know you can trust, you're going to say things there that you wouldn't say anywhere else. When that stuff goes public, that's pretty embarrassing.
But the problem with him is if this does go to court and you're judged by a group of your peers, you get one black person in there.
Yeah, but first of all, I don't know what he said that was racist to you. I know he used the fag word. He said that.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure he used the N word.
I wouldn't even say that because I would remember that if that was the case.
Okay.
Yeah. And
well, it says he's seeking monetary damage for lost endorsements and career opportunities.
But he's 100% right.
Which means if he wins that, that's a ton of money because he has lost a ton of money,
hundreds of millions of dollars.
He was they paid him a 10-year contract with the Raiders. He at one point he was one of the highest paid guys on Monday Night Football. Like he had some big deals that he would have potentially had he not lost his gig.
I would say he would have returned to coaching. He would have, he would love that gig. He would have taken that Raiders.
Well, no, he was.
I did not say that word.
I got so nervous.
I was not saying that word, although it sounded like
he had the gig for 2 years. Almost.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think he would have continued to be a coach. I would think he would have done that. He loved that more than anything.
But I mean, he had tons of endorsements and stuff. Like he was a very popular, very marketable guy.
And clearly was targeted. I think you want to get a jury of your peers, Carmen. I think that you would look at the big picture and see that big machine pushing him out.
Right. And it says here that he used anti-gay language and derogatory language.
Yeah. Right. It didn't say anything about race. That's why I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah, but okay.
They say that Gruden would piss a lot of people off around the league a lot of times.
Yeah.
So there was like 50,000 emails were released, and he's the only one that got singled out, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, he definitely was rubbing people the wrong way, and they pushed him out.
I love Gruden.
I love Gruden.
I think he's great.
Gruden's a winner.
Yeah.
Gruden is a winner. And I know a lot of players that loved him, and I know a lot of players that didn't like him. Yeah. So I don't really know. I never played for him. I never played football. I don't know what it's like. But on a surface as a fan, I like him.
The 2 or 3 times I've met him, he was super cool.
Very cool.
This is very nice.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you what he did? I met him at Hooters one time, and he was with the son that's now like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And the kid had to be like maybe 7, 8 years old. And he goes, what's that kid's name? Is that Deuce? I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's just say it was Deuce. He goes, Deuce, come here. You want to meet a cowhead? And he goes,
cowhead.
Yeah, and he goes, shake his hand. And I go to shake it, and he goes, come on, Deuce, get in there, shake it. And I went, man, it must be tough being this guy's kid. Because he was like, get in there, shake that hand. The kid's like 7, and he's like, hey, and he was tough, man.
Deuce Gruden, man. Deuce, what a name, too.
Deuce, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Bodybuilder.
Is it Deuce?
Deuce is probably John Gruden II.
Yeah, but Deuce.
Yeah.
Go take a deuce. I have a feeling
you know what? Your emails are going to get you in trouble.
By this time,
Mike, sorry, Gio. Mike, you got Love Tiger on the line.
Whoa! Yeah, you came in hot, did he?
Yeah.
Can you fire it up for me?
Yeah.
I know every time I say F, you get nervous.
I know.
Fire it up. Love Tiger.
Good morning, Mike Calta Show.
Wow, you sound pretty good for a guy in the hospital.
Live from the ICU in Springfield Regional Hospital.
Listen,
why are you in the ICU?
He loves the hospital.
Yeah.
Because I had a heart cath operation yesterday.
Oh, but you shouldn't be in the ICU. All they do is go in there and look around.
Well, they put me in the ICU for precaution reasons.
I got you. And how did your heart look?
There's no blockage in my heart.
Good. Glad to hear it. No stints?
Nope, so I'm going to be on medications again.
Okay, that's not bad. And then what happened? What brought you back into the hospital?
When I went to CVS
to poop,
to buy some food.
To poop.
No, I didn't.
You were going to poop. Let's be honest.
No, I didn't have to poop.
Well, who buys food at CVS? Why didn't you go to Publix?
Well, CVS is closer.
All right. So you go to CVS to buy some food.
And I went to sit down at that machine, that takes your blood pressure.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, my chest got tightened.
Oh, man.
Right when you sat down, huh?
Did you call 911?
Yes. They called 911. Yeah, they brought me to the hospital. I've been here since Thursday.
Do you think they were like, yeah, the kid who keeps coming here to poop just passed out in the blood pressure machine?
No, I didn't. I wasn't pooping.
Okay. So you've been in the hospital since Thursday. Who's come to visit you so far?
My mom.
Oh, that was nice of her.
That's a great place to ride with the storm. They're not going to lose power.
That's true. You missed all the storms.
My family lost power for 2 days.
Yeah, but not you. You were in the hospital.
No, I didn't lose. The hospital didn't lose power. No.
Smart move. Smart move. Every time a hurricane's coming, go pass out at the CVS.
But the fact that they didn't have water for 2 years, so I think power for 2 days is not that big a deal.
Yeah, nothing. All the Tigers were
Yeah,
fine.
what they did is they put a little hole in my groin, and then they put a tube up into my system to my heart.
Yeah.
Then they put a dye in my body.
Yeah. And
Look
they
at
watch it.
the vessels on the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then they find out if I have blockage or not.
Yeah, I had one of those.
I don't have any.
Cath. I had one of those too. They went through my wrist.
Painful, no pain at all.
Now, did they shave your? Did they shave your groin?
They had to shave. They had to shave a lot of hair. Yeah.
Would you say that's the first time that area has ever been shaved in your life?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was probably.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It probably looked like Bob Marley's head.
Who did the shaving? Who drew the short straw?
Bill.
I was knocked out, so I didn't know.
Oh.
Now, so were you manhandled or were you female handled? Who got you, a man or a woman?
There was. I think it was. I don't know. I remember I was out cold, so I remember.
Love Tiger, you can't be getting erections during these moments.
Oh.
I'm not.
How do you know? You were passed out. Maybe you got one. You didn't even know it. You woke up at half mast.
He's so happy to be there.
Yeah, this is the happiest you've ever sounded.
Yeah.
What's it
No,
like?
nothing happened like that.
What's
How's
it
the
like
food?
to have the food? Yeah, the running water, everything. You're in the
No,
best
the
spot
food.
possible.
This is the 4th time I'm in the hospital this year.
Yeah, you're trying to go as many times as possible. You should volunteer there.
What's on the menu this morning?
Yeah, what'd you eat?
They haven't brought breakfast yet. It's going to be eggs, scrambled eggs, potatoes, coffee.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm coming.
Guy's loving his life over there.
It's like a resort.
Yeah. How long
Good
you
morning.
going to stay?
Good morning, Miss Carmen.
Good
Nice to see you in the
morning.
studio.
All right, I'm here too.
I know.
Okay.
Gio and Pap Pap.
Yep,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Galvin today.
No.
Did you hear about
Galvin's
Spanish?
in Vegas.
Did you hear
I
about
know.
Spanish?
Yeah, I know. He lied and he got fired.
Wait.
That's a
Pretty much
summary.
summed it up. Yeah.
Thank you, HR.
Who do you like better, Dizzy or Spanish?
I like this man. He's cool.
Yeah, I like the Diz man too. Yeah.
Thanks, LT. I love you too.
We're bringing Hobby back though.
Used to see somebody on the Bone Fam Facebook page suggested that I become part of the show.
Well, I mean, we've tried that before, but you're not very reliable.
Right.
You have a hard time
Right.
getting here, and you got no running water.
And he's a
I don't
tough
have
negotiator.
transportation,
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm all better now.
Well, good. I'm glad. I mean,
Waiting for my breakfast.
I can't have you coming here and grabbing a grabber. You know how hard it would
Nothing
be.
happened.
You know how hard it would be to sell this house if a tiger died in it.
I wouldn't.
You're
imagine,
breathing
no.
like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Listen.
Well, I'm a little tired
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. You in the bed?
Yeah, I'm
do you-
covered up with blankets.
What are you wearing? You
I
wearing
keep
one?
my
Of the,
feet.
you got underwear on?
I have a gown on, but I have to keep my feet straight for the day.
Okay. All right. When are you getting out?
Hopefully, very soon.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I wish you the best. Do you need us to send medicine man by to check on you?
No, I don't want that. I don't want him anywhere near me.
Okay. All right. All right. It's hard to imagine that at 75 years old, he might be healthier than you.
I never had any problems with the heart until this year.
Yeah. Well, you're getting up there in years, my friend.
I'm just a little bit older than you.
Yeah, but you're in, believe it or not, you're in worse shape.
Are you going to take any steps to live a healthier lifestyle?
I have the air fryer at home still.
Maybe
That's a step. That's in the right direction.
maybe if you could only be doing laps in the pool, it'd be a different situation.
Yeah.
No, I walk around the block every night.
Yeah. Oh, you go for a little walk?
Yeah, I walk around the block.
Yeah.
What do you listen to? The Village People?
I don't have a Walkman. No.
Oh, you just walk silent? Wow. You raw dog the walk?
Rod dog.
Yeah.
Do you stare in any windows when you go by?
Wait.
All right.
No.
No, I do not, Dizzy. No.
Do people clutch their kids tighter as you walk by?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Fire up the air fryer. Go for a little walk.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
What are you putting in the air fryer? French fries?
Chicken fish, French fries. Yeah.
Chicken fish. Sounds delicious.
No, chicken.
Oh.
Chicken and fish.
Gotcha.
Not together.
Gotcha. Any
French fries.
any hot nurses in that hospital?
I haven't seen any yet.
You know what you do? You accidentally you lift up the skirt and you let it just flop out.
No.
And when they walk in, you go, "Oh,
No.
I didn't know.
No.
Don't do that. I'm just joking.
I know.
Somehow my
I'm glad
gown
you're-
has come untied.
Yeah, go. Hey, do me a
glad
favor.
you're-
Can you take a look at the part of my groin that they shaved? Just let me know if it looks okay.
My gown has fallen open.
Yeah,
I'm glad you survived the hurricane.
I'm glad I survived it too. It was pretty rough. How'd the Tigers do?
I said they lost power for 2 days.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, but I mean, I know, but they didn't do anything. They didn't eat each other. They didn't do anything drastic.
No.
Yeah,
No, they're prepared for that kind of elements.
yeah, that's true.
What happened when CVS shut down during it?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Now where
Well,
are we going to crap?
I went the day after. I went the day after.
Oh, you
the
held it.
hurricane
Oh, okay.
the CVS,
Okay,
Oh man.
and they had power.
okay, good. They must be
Where?
They must have been so happy though. Like, thank God we're still online.
Again, I didn't go to the bath. I didn't have to go to the bathroom.
The Tigers
that
could
time.
come crap here again.
I really think next time there's a hurricane and the power out, I'm just going to try to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the best spot.
Yeah.
Air conditioning,
Food.
food. You got nurses coming in there shaving your groin. That's a hot
I
spot.
wish I could live here. I wish I could live here. 365.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Hey, when the nurse comes in, ask her if she's here to shave the other side of your groin.
No, they don't
Tell her
need
she
to do
missed a
anything
spot.
else.
Just be like, hey, listen, it's uncomfortable when I look down, only half of it's shaved. You think you could do the other side for me? I heard the nurse walk in. You know he took the food over. Ladies, if you're listening on the radio, he wants you to shave the other side of his groin. He just doesn't know how to ask you.
Finish the
Gross
job
is
at
that?
least.
Oh.
I mean,
He loves it there. He
course he
sounds
does.
so happy
course he
compared to
does.
when he's at the Tiger Oasis.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine going from that to that, knowing
Oh,
this
yeah.
is temporary? He's like a foster kid living that got adopted by a millionaire.
And he doesn't have to leave bed. He's
No.
he stays in bed. They bring him food.
Yep.
They wash him.
They
This is
shave
his
him.
Calta cruise.
Yeah.
You got a nice big TV. Watch what you want. They come in. What do you want for lunch? You circle a little thing. It's great. Great
Dizzy-
spot to be in.
Dizzy, would you room with Love Tiger
What do you mean? Just
on
in
the Calta
general?
on the Calta cruise? No.
You'd rather not go?
Yeah, I'm with him on
Yeah.
that. I can't handle that. The weird thing about like Medicine Man does not smell and he is clean. I'll tell you that. Having been close to him, I mean, granted, you're going to catch him after he's bike riding for 30 miles. He's going to be sweaty or whatever. But for the most part, Medicine Man's a clean human being. Love Tiger, not as much. But now we know why. It's because they didn't have the running water.
Yeah.
And because most of the time his smell came from the fact that his laundry was just so dirty. Like his clothes stunk. Like you could tell he would try to take a shower, but his clothes just stunk. So he's loving life in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
Good for you.
They give him the gown, the whole thing.
gown. They let him sprawl out on the bed. He's probably watching Maury Povich a couple times in a row. Oof.
So by now we've all seen the pictures of the Tropicana Field. The roof got blown off in the
Unbelievable.
hurricane.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Rays are in a tough spot as repair estimates for Tropicana Field could hit $39 million.
What's the new stadium cost?
Well, with the new stadium plan for 2028, the team must now decide how to handle their home for the next 3 years. They could repair Tropicana Field or look for temporary venues like the spring training site in Port Charlotte or even sharing a stadium with the Miami Marlins, or other possibilities include using nearby Steinbrenner Field where the Yankees play.
But that's way too small.
But I'm
for a major
Is
league
it?
team.
But I mean, who's going to those games?
Right.
Like they're already got attendance
Already
issues, anyways.
empty.
Yeah, but come on, you look at what Steinbrenner Field hold 7,000 people.
I mean, maybe a little
That's
more than that.
3,000 more than they get, right?
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't that be great? They have a sellout season.
But I mean, if they can't fix that, if they're going to pay $40 million to fix a stadium that's
I'm
about to be torn down,
Someone's thinking about them as much as I'm thinking about the
Other
Phillies
teams?
coming here to
Yeah.
play at Tropicana Field, or I mean at Steinbrenner Field. I just find that hard to. I don't think they'd be able to.
they're
do that.
talking about either Steinbrenner Field, the Phillies Park there over in Clearwater, right on 19 and Drew.
That seems it's
think-
on par.
I feel like that's about the same size as Steinbrenner.
Yeah,
though, you know.
you're probably right. I don't know. It's on par with Steinbrenner Field is what I was going to say, but I don't know. I don't know if that becomes an option.
Says city officials will work with the Rays to find the best solution as the region recovers from Milton. But
What
I mean,
about Al Lang?
that's even smaller? I
Yeah,
think.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where the Rowdies play.
Oh, is that where they play?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smaller.
I'm trying to think. I'm wonder what the capacity of Steinbrenner
What's
is.
the one you said in Port Charlotte?
That's where they do spring training. There's a minor league baseball
Right,
team
right.
down there, but I think that's the same thing. That's a very small stadium.
I mean,
So
can you
Steinbrenner is 11,000 seats.
that's not that bad actually.
Steinbrenner is 11,000, and the Yankees are going to come play there and be the visiting team. That's just weird to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al Lang is 7,000.
Yeah.
I mean, 11,000. Are they getting 11,000 a night at the Rays games?
I don't think that's the problem. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is the other teams coming in there and playing. Well, I guess they're there for spring training, so
I mean, they'd
they're
rather.
familiar with the stadium.
I would imagine a sold out Steinbrenner Field is probably better than the Trop where everybody's spread out and there's
Half, a quarter
yeah,
sold.
there's nobody there. And now you're in Tampa too, so
You're
maybe
outside.
more people can go to the games.
Yeah, right by Raymond James. Yeah.
And what about that thing about traffic over there now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Tampa Tarpons?
No,
When do they play?
That is where they play.
Right.
They
That's what
play.
I'm saying. So now you gotta
Yeah.
schedule around both of those, or you move the Tarpon somewhere, which is unfair to them.
Yeah, or I mean, you probably reschedule their games to be off nights with the Rays. Like they would just redo the schedules.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's complicated because you're doing the whole league. Your whole league is based around what
but then you spend $40 million on a stadium that's going to be torn down in 3 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I mean, nobody liked that stadium anyway.
Right.
There you go. It's done. But I mean, you have to think your options. I don't know that they could share with Miami either. I think that would be hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, because who's driving? Any Rays fans?
180 games.
You're not driving down to Miami.
No, for sure.
And you have to move the whole team, all the operations of the team. That's a whole. They probably got 200 employees.
I think Steinbrenner Field would love it. I mean, it's just all that business.
I think 11,000. You could probably pack it every night, maybe for Major League
Yeah.
Baseball, like regular season Major League Baseball
That
in
would
a
be
minor
really
league park.
Weird. Imagine $40 million to fix that stupid stadium.
Yeah,
$40 million to put a new roof on it. Like, how do they come up with that? How do they come up with that figure?
Don't you think they're insured though? Won't they be able to collect some insurance money on that?
Probably not, because here's my guess, and I don't know, but their roof is covered. It was rated for 150 mile an hour winds. It was a named storm that had 170 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
So it's probably some sort of loophole there
And all we see is the roof damage. I'm sure
inside.
stuff inside
Yeah.
got damaged as well.
Well, that's where all the linemen were sleeping,
Yeah,
They were
because
going
all set
to.
up. in
they were
there,
going
yeah.
to, yeah.
and then got rained out, had to move, and
So I'm sure it's way more than just fixing
Yeah.
the roof. You got imagine lights got damaged.
That whole track up top. Yeah,
right. So and that stadium's supposed to close in 3 years when they build the new one. So I don't know.
that's crazy.
Raise
That's
up, everybody.
That is a really interesting dilemma.
Luckily they got time. There's no playoffs or anything, so they got to figure it out before spring training, I guess.
So I don't think that they're going to do a Port Charlotte. I think it's too hard to. Well, I mean, you're flying private. You're flying private into the private airport.
Yeah, like the thing is, like Major League team, they're not going to go to Port Charlotte. There's no. I think my guess is it'll end up Steinbrenner Field. You got
That's the best option because you stay in here. They were trying to move to Tampa anyway.
And what do? They change the logos, or you're playing in a Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, no, they probably changed. I would say they changed the logos and stuff. Like they do it. I think they because they're the Yankees. It's the Tarpons now is the minor league team, so I think they put all Tarpon stuff up.
Home in the 28 time New York Yankee champions, World Series champions.
Yeah.
And they're going to take if they win the World Series this year, you think they're going to take all the signage down to put up Rays signage?
And the thing is, it's the new stadium's not going to be done for like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, but think of that must be so much money for them
To
make. They'll get all that. Not only will they get the Rays rent money,
right,
but you're going to get all that, 11,000 people a night in there for a game.
And one of the cool things about spring training is always you get to see the players up front in a smaller stadium. Like
Sure.
That's part of the cool appeal of spring training.
If you can go see your favorite team, if the Phillies or the Red Sox or whatever come to play in that small stadium,
I'd imagine they sell out constantly at that point. 11,000.
Listen, it's funny because the Rays say that I'm always crapping on them, and that's why they don't like me. And the truth is, I'm not. I crap on the fans because I find the fans to be fair weather, and they don't go to the games unless they're in the playoffs or unless they're winning, and that's what I always crap on. So I think maybe starting in Tampa in a small venue and growing that base out of that. I mean, imagine all of a sudden it's a hard ticket to get. That might actually turn the Rays into something that you want to go see.
What if they find out that moving the team to Tampa really was the problem?
Yeah, but how they're not going to be able to judge that at 11,000 people.
If it's sold out every night?
Sold out every single night, and they have some people like on standby or something.
I don't think are the Rays getting 11,000 each night now? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know the numbers, but it doesn't seem like that.
I don't know. I'm afraid to say it. I don't want them to be mad at me again.
Yeah, I know. Like how dare you? We've gotten 12,000 average.
How dare you notice the empty crowds and the people that go only during the playoffs?
Of course, Oasis, big reunion. It's been talked about for years, finally happening.
Love Oasis. I love Liam Gallagher.
Well, Liam recently revealed on X that both he and Noel are scared of the media and have agreed to avoid interviews to prevent intrusive questions about the relationship during the tour.
Yeah.
So they will be doing no press whatsoever leading up to.
Terrible, because nothing's better than the two of those idiots yelling at each other. And listen, we've had Chris and Rich Robinson from the Black Crowes on.
Yeah.
And we've had them on together. We've had them on separately. And those two guys fighting together is what makes the dynamic of that band.
You got to think if they're doing interviews, everybody's going to try and
get them to fight,
jam them up, and ask them about why they're fighting and stuff.
It's a smart move for them to avoid it. To go, nobody thinks this tour is going to make it through the whole tour anyway. So,
and they're probably thinking, listen, we've got the hottest ticket in the world right now. We don't need to do any press anyways.
Yeah.
So why are we wasting our time?
And the average attendance for the Rays in 2024, 16,000,
and that's inflated. I'm
16,000.
All attendance is inflated.
16.5. Yeah.
So you could sell out every night at 11,000.
You damn well better.
Easily.
You damn well better.
Now you got a hot ticket.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, look, if they can get it done, they can get it done. I don't think it's bad. Do they have the parking for 11,000 people? Is it, you know what I'm saying?
They use Raymond James.
Yeah.
You just cross
walk
the street.
over.
Yeah. But I mean, or pony up the 40 million and fix the trop.
Yeah.
You know.
Go fix a roof that you didn't want to use in the first place.
Right.
That's only got a 3-year capacity.
Yeah. And if you're not getting insurance for it, then why would you put money?
Yeah,
into
I don't
it?
know. I don't know about
Or
that.
do you
I'm
just
just trying to figure out what the reason would be for them to not get that money.
Or do you just make the stadium an outside stadium officially?
Yeah, right. Just take the roof off and hope it works.
Yeah, and just say whatever for 3 years. This is what we're doing.
You can't sit in the upper deck, but other than that, you're good.
Yeah.
According to a recent survey, these are the top 5 don't use words at work. So you've probably heard phrases like "give it 110% or
I thought you were going to say like the F word.
Think outside the box. But according to a recent survey of managers and business leaders, most bosses can't stand that kind of work speak. Instead of making you sound smart, it can have the opposite effect. What do you think are some of those words?
It sounds very cliche when you say that. I mean, think outside the box is a really strong term. If you say to somebody, stop being so linear and think outside the box, think differently. I think that sends a good message sometimes, but it does sound very much like you're trying to just speak the jargon.
They say circle back is one of them. We should circle back.
Is synergy on there?
Oh, synergy's bad.
Joe, synergy is number 1.
Wow.
They say you should use collaboration or team effort instead of the word synergy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Leverage also on there. They said try using utilize or capitalize on instead. Circle back. I said move the needle is another one.
Oh yeah.
That's another bad one?
Another bad one.
Okay.
They say you should influence outcomes or advance your goals instead of
Not
saying
move the needle.
Move the needle. And low hanging fruit. Also, one they say is not great to use in the
what we call
workspace.
Carmen's breast.
Wait, what?
It says you should use something like simple tasks or easy wins.
I'm so glad we don't work in that environment.
Oh yeah.
The environment that you have to
Corporate.
use this it's because even our corporate version of what we do.
Have you met Corporate John? Synergy is probably his. No, I'm kidding.
I don't have to work with Corporate John.
Right.
I know him,
Yes.
but I don't have to really work with him.
But I'm just saying, all those little sayings, Corporate John has said. before.
Synergy, yeah. The
John, Corporate John has called me and it goes like this. I go, hello, and he goes, oh hey man, and I go, that's Corporate John.
Yeah.
If I get a phone call and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
what's up, John in my band? I know who I'm talking to right now. Right.
I hate when they use family. Oh, it's family. We're family. It's family. Come on
Or
now.
it's
I don't like that one.
Gio, but I will tell you, having worked for iHeart, CBS, Infinity, whatever it's called, and Cox, this has always been from the start the most like a family of anybody. Like,
Yeah,
I'm being honest with you.
I've
you
worked
did
for
it.
the three of those too.
I've been hired and fired by all of them except for this one. I haven't been fired yet, but I will tell you, I have never worked for a group of people who genuinely care about your well-being as much as this company does.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, now
To
that
an
Jason's here.
extent.
No, I will tell you, even though I didn't always get along with Keith, I could call him at any time and ask him for help, and he would be there to help me. That's just the absolute truth.
Yeah.
And we didn't always get along and we didn't always agree on things, and I kind of felt him to be very conservative and hinder a lot of the things that we did. But he would always listen to me, and he would always be there. And if I needed help, I worked here in June. I started here in June. Joey was born in August, and this company threw me a baby shower in August. I only worked here for 2.5 months, and they threw me a baby shower, and they bought me stuff for my baby. Like, they really embrace you when you come in here.
I mean, I had 3 kids and had no baby shower.
Yeah.
Did you
in
have
the
them
time-
all
Yes,
when?
in the time I've worked here. Yeah, no baby
You had 3
shower.
kids and you worked here?
Yes.
I think
Yeah, I
Michael,
guess
had a
that's
different-
right.
Michael had a very different experience than you did, Gio.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he may have had a different experience than you too, Joe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I will
I
tell
mean,
you, as part of the family,
When you're the guy, you know.
I wasn't always the guy. Fisher was the guy when I moved in.
Yeah, but you're gonna say you didn't push Fisher out of the way pretty quickly?
Yeah.
But
How long
not
did that
not in
last?
2 months. You know
I mean,
what I mean?
like I said, I had 3 kids, no baby shower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sucks to
Did you have a diaper party?
No diaper
No.
party. No.
But we've had the baby showers for other people since. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We've had weddings I never get invited to.
Yeah, I've never been invited to any weddings now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me. It's just fine, you know.
Do you know Sam one day actually reached out to me after the show and said, "I'm sorry I didn't invite you to my wedding," because we always talk about it. We never.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I would never have gone.
Finally, in news, Google Trends has released their annual collection of top trending searches for Halloween costumes this year.
Oh, Haktua.
Haktua, you think that's on the list?
Yeah.
It's got to be. I've seen the costumes.
I'm looking at the top 10, and Haktua did not make the list.
Is Deadpool on
Dead-
there?
Deadpool is on the list.
Wolverine.
Number 10, Lady Deadpool is actually on there
Oh,
Really?
instead of just a regular Deadpool.
okay.
Wolverine, not on the list.
I love when people take a Deadpool and then they make it something else, like a fat Deadpool.
There's so
Well,
many
that's how-
Deadpools in the
Yeah,
movie.
Lady
movie,
Deadpool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
the
love
Western.
the doggy Deadpool.
Number 2, you remember Ray Gun?
Oh,
the break dancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Australian
You got to have the
breakdancer.
moves though. You can't just dress up like a fat lady.
That came in at number 2. Dolores from Beetlejuice.
Didn't see it.
I saw it this
I love
weekend.
how we all were like, "Oh, the new Beatles," and none of us went to see it.
I did. It's on streaming now, and I
Yeah.
watched over the weekend. It was all right.
Yeah.
I fell asleep at the end, and I feel the need to go back. And
Who's Dolores? Dolores.
she's like the villain of the whole thing.
Do you not say it 3 times? You only say it 2 times?
I don't remember. I fell asleep. It's kind of like it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
A couple
Did
of
Wolverine make it?
Wolverine did not make the top 10. Surprisingly,
Said that.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Man, Dizzy's not doing good today.
He's not
It's not going good.
The threat of Hoppy lingers.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 9, Sabrina Carpenter.
Really?
I don't know how that's a costume.
Yeah,
it's like
well,
when Britney Spears was a costume.
Her costume, like her on stage costume, she has one where it's a towel and then she opens it up and then she's wearing an all glitter bodysuit
Yeah.
and the inside of the towel is also really like all glittered out and stuff. So
Number 8 was Doctor Doom, which is kind of surprising as well.
is there a movie?
Yeah,
Dr. Doom
because of
movie?
the-
Tony
Robert
Stark.
Downey.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
Number 6 was Envy from Inside Out.
Now, really quick, did they decide that Tony Stark turned into Doctor Doom?
Yes.
It's like a
Like it's
alternate
a
universe.
continuation.
Right, because Doctor Doom was Victor Von Doom.
yes.
Yeah.
So this one, he comes back as okay. I
Yeah.
get it.
No,
I
I think it's just a different universe.
Yeah.
Iron Man didn't become Iron Man; he became Doctor
Doctor
Doom.
Doom. I got you. Okay, I think that's a much better idea.
Yeah, I've never read the comic series they're using for the source material of that, but yeah, Dizzy's right. From what I've heard,
Did they? Is that a real?
yeah, it's a real series of
Oh, it's a
comics
real series,
that they're
okay.
using to go from. So that's why I guess in that, like Dizzy said, Tony Stark never becomes Iron Man.
That's pretty cool.
So because he's so rich, he becomes Doctor Doom
Doctor
instead.
Doom. I get it. Okay.
They are set for life with that universe
Hell yeah.
thing.
You just keep making things up. Multiverse.
Yeah.
Whenever it
doesn't
does
even matter-
bad, they're like, bring Robert Downey back.
Right.
Just put him in some role. Yeah.
Dude, but I mean, think about if this show is like that. If all of a sudden we just
Bring
brought
Hoppy
people back, bring
Oh.
Hoppy back. He's in the Hoppyverse.
I'm out.
All right.
The
I don't like.
Hoppyverse.
I don't like your verses.
Number 3, I don't know what this is. Catnip from the horror video game Poppy Playtime. I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of any of that.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, it's better if we don't even look it up.
Yeah.
Move on.
And even number 1 makes no sense to me at all because I watched the movie and I was like, whatever. Shrunken Head Bob from Beetlejuice.
Yeah, you remember? I
know
know
what it
that is. Yeah.
But it wasn't even that
But people are
prominent
going to try and make that
in the movie to me.
costume.
Is that the thing that looks like the Goombas from Super Mario?
Oh
Yeah,
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 yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
I don't like Halloween. I'm not dressing up. I'm not going to Halloween parties. I can't wait. Oh, I hate Halloween. I don't like blood and spider webs and all that stuff.
love
Nothing
it.
about it. is
I like
appealing.
dressing up, but I like easy costumes. I like something that I can pull out of my like wardrobe.
You're,
and then
you're Hawk Tua.
yeah, but just add a hat or add some wings to it and be like, oh
Yeah,
I like
and then
couple
what?
costumes during Halloween.
Yeah.
Dressing
And then
up.
what? They'll go to a party.
yeah. We usually go to like Ashley and Blaine's, nothing crazy. So there's like 10 of us. Have some drinks,
Yeah, that's
eat
fun.
some
All right,
food.
you're all right. I'll allow that.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
I don't want to go to any clubs or
No.
any of that stuff, parades or anything. I just don't like Halloween. But I will tell you, on All Saints Day, November 1st, this will be the happiest fat cat around because it's Christmas time. It's supposed to go down to the 50s this weekend.
Yeah, I think Wednesday.
Yeah, and we get a little cold weather, and we start opening some windows, and Thanksgiving's out of the way, and there's pumpkin spice everywhere, and now we're talking.
When I pull up to Starbucks,
I'm a girl,
and
I
they've
really am.
changed all the signage to red and holiday colors and
Yes,
stuff. That's when we've arrived.
that's when we've arrived.
That's when we've arrived.
And I hear just Bing Crosby in the back.
Yep.
Just in the background. I don't need to drive around listening to it.
And
You
I
don't like it, Dizzy?
I hate
Because
Christmas.
you're the size of an elf.
Okay.
What?
What else we got on the list?
Dizzy, you and I should capitalize off of this. I'll get a big red suit. You get a little suit, and we can go around and make some money.
Yeah, I'm down. It'll be like Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Then we rob them all.
Yep. Can I tell you that my dad and his wife one time bought at a charity auction a visit from Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and they got it for the grandkids.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, there was a part of me that was like, I think if this guy didn't show up in a Hyundai, I really thought he would have been. He looked so much like him. And then I made like a joke, and he looked up at me and he goes, "You must be Michael." And I went, "Oh my God, how does he know my name?" It was just weird.
I thought you were gonna say elf. I'm like, it's called slave.
No.
It still sticks out in my mind like it was yesterday. I remember visiting a mall Santa when I was probably 8 or 9 years old.
Not with your stepdad.
No, not my stepdad. My mom took us to meet the mall Santa, I think at the Montgomery Wards.
Oh, the
Oh
monkey.
man.
And I remember he had the worst breath.
Oh, really?
Like just I can still smell it in my mind, like just the worst dragon breath ever. And I thought, this is not Santa Claus at all.
Why is Santa burning heaters behind the reindeer?
He smelled so bad, and it's weird that sticks out in my mind as like probably 7, 8 years old.
So when I was a kid, Santa Claus used to come to the Staten Island Mall, and they used to helicopter him in. and he was only there for the day. And you
Santa's very busy.
Well, the idea was that Santa, the real Santa, would come in on the helicopter, set it up, and then he would leave a helper in his place to take pictures.
Yeah.
But the idea that they flew Santa in on a helicopter, you're like, it must be him.
Yeah,
It's a real Santa. He'd land in the parking lot. Everybody would watch him land. Then he'd go inside and you line up to take pictures with Santa. Nothing but good memories.
I can still see that old man clear as day in my head.
In the Montgomery Ward.
What he looked like.
Traumatizing.
What he smelled like.
Leo the janitor.
Yeah.
They just put a beard on him and they made him go and talk to the kids.
That's it for news.
All right. Thank you, Gio. I got plans this weekend. I'll tell you what those plans are when we come back. They're pretty intense.
Are you going to do them? Are these plans that are like sticking?
I have no choice.
Okay.
I'll tell you why when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Now, who wants to guess what my weekend plans are?
Your weekend plans that you cannot get out of. Something to do with your wife.
Okay. It's possible.
And she wants to go to the beach.
Negative, Carmen.
Beach.
Negative. Nobody wants to go to the beach post hurricane.
I don't know. I figured no one would be there.
Oh.
Their condo's good.
Condo is good, although the pool looks probably what Love Tiger's pool looks like without the poop. It's just, it's definitely black and has stuff in it.
Your entire weekend is going to be wrapped up in your daughter's softball tournament that you're unable to get out of. It's going to be hot. It's going to be outside, outdoors, long periods of time. Going to take up the whole weekend.
That may be the only thing that's worse than what I have to do.
Oh, I was going to guess that you were going to go to the casino, but if it's worse, then it's not my guess.
I wish, Joe. I wish I'd stay at the casino the whole weekend. I'll be traveling. I will give you that.
Oh.
Far
enough. I will be driven. I will tell you that. That's how far it is.
Miami.
You going to Miami? You going to a concert?
Miami.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
You're excited about that. Don't even pretend.
You love Taylor Swift.
Buddy, watching Taylor Swift is not the problem. Going to Miami to a stadium filled with 100,000 screaming girls, to have to walk around that stadium that I'm unfamiliar with, that whole process is, I mean, listen to me. I do it here. I'm going in VIP style.
Yeah.
I do it down there. I'm average Joe.
Gen Pop.
I'm in Gen Pop.
The traffic is
I
going
get
to be
shanked at any moment.
off the charts.
Well,
it's going to be, even still, you're sitting in insane traffic.
I don't care.
Are you staying down there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay.
Yeah, I'm not coming back. Well, I wouldn't care about that either. I'd just sleep on the way back.
You're going to spend so much money.
I'm not. On what?
Yeah, it's for
Merch?
your daughter, right? Shirts, stickers, whatever she wants.
I don't think there's anything that we don't have already.
Yeah, we'll go to a concert.
I mean,
and
we'll
you're
probably
gonna
get
find something.
We'll probably get shirts while we're there.
Right.
All right, that's fine.
And this is the same tour that you saw in Tampa.
I saw none.
Well, your wife and daughter saw in Tampa.
I don't know. That was years ago, so I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't.
No, it was like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
It was more than that.
No.
It was beginning of this year. This tour popped off.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your same tour.
Same tour.
Yeah, that one.
Same concert.
Same concert, same lineup.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not against seeing the concert. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with.
Oh, I'm
going
sure
to
it's a
the
great
concert.
show.
Yeah, and she always brings out guests on the road with her. Who does she bring out in Miami?
Jelly Roll.
Oh,
No.
she's above Jelly Roll. Like I don't remember who she's had come out there. Like I don't know. I forgot who she was on tour with. Gracie. Somebody.
I'm guessing Miami. It's like a pit bull or something.
That's what I thought. Somebody in. Well, you don't think so, Dizzy? What do you think?
No, Pitbull's not really relevant, right? Why would she bring him out?
I mean, Idina Menzel was here in Tampa, and she's not really on the relevant chart.
Does she live here?
No, I think she was in Orlando, and they brought her over.
Like a Disney type thing?
yeah.
Taylor Swift was in Tampa April 15th.
Of this year.
Yeah.
That was the one they went to?
Yeah.
Oh, why are we going to this?
That's what.
Literally 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No, I'm saying, are you sure it was this year?
2023.
Ah.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, that makes more sense.
All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I mean,
she's got a whole new album since then.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you have to go?
That's the question that I keep asking.
Like,
Why
you
do
have a
I
ticket
have to
for you and everything?
Yeah.
For what?
Me, Amanda, Juliana, and her friend.
she'd let her bring another friend.
Yeah, she have two.
Yeah. Why? She doesn't want you there.
Or the best is the mother of the friend is one of my wife's best friends.
Yes.
So why
What
can't
is going
the four of them
on?
go?
All right.
I don't know. And I keep trying to bring that up, and she keeps shoving it in my face because I want to go to Joe's Stone Crab while I'm down there. And I thought, well, I'll just come with you, drop you guys off, make Tom take me over there, have dinner, and then we'll come back and pick you guys up.
Yeah.
We'll come to Miami with you.
Why the hell are you going to the show?
That's a good question, Gio.
Yeah.
Why is she making me go to the show?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, and every time I bring it up, it's like, you said you would go. And I went, okay, but I don't understand why I have to go.
Does your daughter want you there for some type of
No.
father-daughter
Would she
moment?
rather have her friend?
Yes.
Right.
Think of how cool you are as a friend if you're like, hey, do you want to go to see Taylor Swift?
And how cool your dad is.
Yeah.
My dad just let my friend go instead of taking me.
Yes. He sacrificed his own
Yeah.
Taylor Swift ticket so that I could take another
Yeah.
friend. And she has friends that I like.
And
my
like, oh,
daughter.
yeah,
Right.
you got the cool dad. He gave us
Yeah.
a Taylor Swift ticket.
Right.
You're taking them in a Sprinter.
Yeah.
You're staying in Miami.
Yeah.
You don't have to go. I'd say start texting her friends and invite them.
Yeah.
Stand by real quick.
I
Just watch the way this attitude.
I don't think it'd be hard to find somebody that wants to go to Taylor Swift.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it won't.
Hello?
Hey, you're live on the air. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah.
Carmen really wants to ask you
No.
a question. Carmen,
Okay.
come on. Don't get mad at me because I already feel like the anger is switching. I just have a question.
What?
Why do I have to go to Taylor Swift?
What?
Why do I have to go to the Taylor Swift concert?
Because you said that you wanted to. And so we didn't make any other plans.
But I think it would be easy to make other plans. I'll still come to Miami
You're
with you.
not saying it right.
I knew he wanted to go.
Yeah, you're not saying it right.
I had said from the beginning that I was going to the show, but I was being like, I'm coming to the show. Hey, now that the show's here, I'm like, I don't want to go to the show.
Right. But that's not okay because we have a certain amount of tickets. So one of them was allocated to you, and you can't a couple days before change that because people can't make other plans.
But kids can. Like, what if Julia was like, I'm just going to take another friend?
Right. But then now it's just me taking 3 little girls.
You can do it. I believe in
Yeah.
you.
There'll be a lot of moms taking 3 little girls to the show.
Yeah, you'll be able to look at them with such pride and such excitement.
They're almost teenagers.
All right.
Yeah.
So then you don't have to come, but you are not coming to Miami
Why can't I come to Miami?
because there's no point in you being there. It's for the show.
Okay.
Shut down.
Then you got to drive yourself to Miami.
Why? Tom can come.
Tom works for
Maybe,
me.
hey, send Tom into the show.
No.
Hey,
Listen to
boss.
me.
Hey, well,
What?
Listen to me.
boss,
I
Taylor's
already
good.
hear the anger and disdain in your voice. I'll be there. I was just asking a question.
What about the friend's mom?
Yeah. What about your friend? What about Nahal?
Yeah, it would have been cool if I had asked Nahal earlier so that she could make plans because she has another daughter.
I'm sure she's
And-
listening.
I mean, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. But since you said you wanted to come like immediately, you were like, I'm coming. I want to go to the show. So we didn't make any other plans.
You love
What a
Taylor
jerk.
Swift.
What
You
a
love
jerk.
Taylor Swift.
Well, I don't believe that I'm
Yeah.
going to not like the show. Like, if I could blink my eyes and we just be in the stadium, then I'll be happy. But the whole
the walk.
rigmarole of getting to it
Yeah.
is what really is bugging me.
I gotta walk. from
Okay,
the
so don't
car.
come.
Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that attitude at all.
Don't come.
No, you
Don't
don't come. You don't come. I have the tickets.
All right. Then I won't come.
No, I want you to come. Please come. Please come. Please.
All right.
I mean,
What, Gio?
the tickets will be better. Like someone else could enjoy the show.
I think it would be better if you were there with one of your friends and you were like, "We are never, ever, ever," like singing with each other instead of me just sitting there like a mush
On his phone,
on my phone,
Okay.
texting.
telling Tom,
don't
get
come.
Sprinter ready.
I feel like the way you're
convinced
saying
me.
the way you're saying it is not the way that I hope for. I hope you would go, "Oh yeah, no problem. I'll just call Nahal, see if she wants to go."
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to call in the hall.
No,
see if she wants to
no,
go.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
feel
great.
it. I don't
This
feel
is
like
good.
this is not. This
This
is
is
going to come
perfect.
back on me somehow.
No. You've convinced me. Don't.
No.
You're not coming.
No, I want to go now, please.
No, you're out. You're out.
This is great.
Transfer
Bye.
the tickets to me.
No,
You're out.
I can't. We're breaking up. Goodbye. You see why I don't do that?
So you wanted to go.
But see,
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to get in trouble.
No.
Dizzy. You don't understand. That's
No, but
marriage
she
talk.
said before.
right? You wanted to go.
I was joking around with my daughter, and I was like, "I'm going to the show. I'm going to see it. I don't care."
No,
You
but
gotta commit
this
to the bit then.
no, but I was going to say this is the problem. Before you were like, I want to go. I want to spend time with my daughter.
No.
And now that it's here, you're like,
There is
oh.
a part of me that wants to see the excitement in my daughter's face
Right.
when she sees the show. That's true.
And that's what carried up into this week.
Okay, but
in
why
their
do I
mind.
have to be punished by it now? It's not like they're like you said you wanted to go.
Because you should be honest from the get go. If you don't
Well, I
want to
was
go,
being
don't
honest.
go.
Well, it was so far away.
It'll be so great if like 2 songs in, she's like, "Can we go?"
I hope.
Can we
I hope
leave?
So. Nothing was worse. I took Joey to go see what's that movie with the where it was like everybody on Earth is dead except for the robot in the little plant.
Oh,
Wall-E?
Wally.
Wally. I took Joey to go see Wally, and there were 3 shorts, 3 Disney shorts before the movie started, and they were really good. And then when it was over, the shorts were over, and Wally started, and Joey looks at me and goes, "Can we leave?" I go, well, "What do you mean, can we leave? It's just starting." He goes, "We already saw the other ones." I go, "Yeah, but those are shorts. They're 4 minutes each." And he's
$60
like,
in popcorn and
yeah.
drinks. And
I was like,
everything.
"No, we can't leave." And in 5 minutes, he was out. He fell asleep, and I went, "Okay, I guess we can leave."
Oh man.
Yeah. So I don't know. Wow. I used to love when the kids were little to go to the movies because I'd be like, "You guys good?" And they go, "Yeah." And I go, "All right."
Yeah.
And I just go to sleep.
Is the
Yeah.
show Saturday night? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
It's ruined my whole weekend.
What else were you gonna do?
I mean, I'm a casino guy now. I've been going to the
You
casino.
can go to the casino.
There's
down
the
by
Hard Rock
Tyler.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
What do I do? Leave them all at the hotel?
Yes.
No.
You don't know how to do this.
Zoe Saldana is on the CBS this morning right now, and she's so pretty, but also hotter when she's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Gamora.
She's hotter when she's green. She's sexy. Like she looks very pretty, but when they Gamora her up, she's hot.
She hasn't aged.
No, how old is she? I mean, she's
In
got to
her
be in her
50s?
30s. No way.
No. She's probably
38.
40s.
early 40s.
40s for
the
sure.
most. She's hot when she's blue too, and
Yeah,
Avatar.
she's hot in blue. She's hot when she's in color. If she was just white,
She's saying
she probably
she's not black. When she's black, she's not hot.
No, she's-
Oh,
she's
wow.
gorgeous
Bath
when
and
she's
Body
black.
Works.
She's gorgeous when she's black. She's just also hotter when she's green.
Man, Dizzy's not doing good today.
What do you mean?
You're falling off, Dizzy. Falling off,
I'm just
making
going
me
by
look
what you
racist.
guys said. Mike
Nah.
likes Taylor Swift, and she's not hot when she's black. That's
Your,
what I
your
heard.
stock is just drastically dropping.
She is 46.
No way.
Wow.
That's a 46-year-old face.
Yes.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like she has not aged.
Oh my God, she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Black is her best color now.
Wait.
No, now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know.
Back.
Now that Dizzy pointed it out, I'm still sticking with blue.
Oh man. What do I do? If I back out of this, I'm just going to get bit in the ass. I know
Yeah,
I
you
am.
have to go.
No, man, stand your ground. Make a stance. Don't be a pussy.
don't listen to the guy who hates his family.
I love my family. I just don't commit to things that ahead of time. I'm like, I don't want to go to that.
I did say I wanted to go.
Yeah,
See?
that's where you went
But
wrong.
I feel like I'm more of a hero now saying,
It's too late.
but now the hero is like, you know what? You guys go and
Yeah.
have a good time.
You secured
that-
the tickets. You secured all the arrangements to get there, get back.
But like your wife said, you take 3 girls to a concert. No.
Eh, come on, it's not the
So
big.
No,
one
but I
has
think-
to pee, one wants to watch the show, and the other wants to go get something to drink.
I think
It
that
is a
she
lot
should
of work.
take her friend, the
Right.
kid's mother.
But like she said, she has another daughter, so now she has to make plans and pay money for a babysitter. You're ruining everyone's
It's
plans.
a
You
waste.
should have given him time.
It's a wasted ticket if he's not even going to enjoy the show.
It's not a wasted ticket because because of the original plan and his original reason why he wanted to go. He still gets to go see his daughter enjoy the show,
Yeah,
and that's why he wanted
Not
to
as
go.
cool anymore.
Yeah,
you
but that's what you
FaceTime.
said,
Nah.
and that's what you get. You say what you mean and mean what you say.
Gio is the king of game time decision.
Yeah.
So you maybe instead of committing up front,
Right.
you hold back a little bit.
I know I gave in too much.
Yeah, I understand you wanted to go.
Yeah.
What's the worst case scenario if you bail now?
Oh, did you hear that?
don't understand.
Gotta
I'd
sleep
rather
with the
go to
condo.
3 concerts than have to deal with that face. Yeah.
Well-
no, when you kidding me? After the show, I'm going to go, hey, no, I was just kidding. That was for the air, right? That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to back out of it. And she's going to go, it's fine. You don't have to go. And I go, oh, and then we're going to be in that mode.
Oh,
No, seriously, you don't have to go. Who's going to go? It doesn't matter if the ticket gets you. Like, you watch. It's going to be a whole thing.
transfer the tickets right now to your wife.
No, I will not.
Transfer the tickets.
That gives her control.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
That gives her
I think
control.
it sends a message.
No. Tickets stay on my phone. I run the show.
Transfer the tickets and then just see where that happens. Where that gets you.
I need to have in my back pocket. I'll tell you what. Why don't none of us go to the show?
Oh yeah.
I need to hold that.
Yeah.
I need to hold that.
You should hold on to them even if they go down there, Michael, and say, "I'll transfer the tickets when
you're
down
there.
there."
When
Yeah,
you're there,
behave
just to be
yourself.
safe, yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know.
I think transferring the tickets now is a shot across the bow.
Oh.
Sends a stern message.
But he's got to live for the next 3 days before he goes.
You're an amateur. That's an amateur move, is what you're talking
No,
about.
amateur move is committing to the concert to begin with.
Right.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I feel like I set myself up to be the hero.
She's like,
on that
"Oh,
one.
you said you definitely wanted to go. You
Right.
couldn't wait."
No. Well, what a dick I was for saying that.
Yeah, that's where you went wrong.
Yeah. And then we throw Rick Scott in the pool so he seems more likable. Sorry, a Rick Scott commercial came on.
Oh, he's got a hat on, so it's
Yeah.
serious.
All right, we got to take
Hurricane
a
mode.
break. We got to take a break. I got to think about this. It's the Mike Calta Show, 800-771-1025 with the phone numbers. We'll take a quick break. It's 1025 The Bone. JoJo said she would go, but then I'd have to watch her kid. I mean, that doesn't seem like a
trade.
Yeah, it's not bad until that kid has to go to the bathroom. It's a weird thing.
She's in school. She
Yeah,
can go. She
it's-
can use the bathroom herself.
Uncle Mike, I need help. I can't do that with a stranger kid.
Stranger kid.
Stranger kid.
No,
Stranger
I get it though.
danger.
You're right though. Yeah, when it's your kid, it's
Yeah.
not that big a deal.
My kids have pooped on me, both of them. They've thrown up on me. They always spit in my mouth.
Same.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I told Joey I can't wait to your graduation party when I could tell everybody that you used to kiss me on the lips and spit in my mouth sometimes, not on purpose, but I mean just like drooling in my face. You know what I mean? All these things that he used to do as a child. And now, why am I bringing that up? What were we talking about?
Because you don't want to.
I don't want to
take care of JoJo's daughter.
I've had my own. Is something about your own kids pooping on you is not a big deal, but other kids pooping on you is a really big deal.
Yeah, it's not great, but
It's not great.
You can tolerate it.
When it's your kid, you don't even think twice about it. You're like, yeah, whatever I got to do, I got to do.
I'm pretty sure her kid's potty trained.
Yeah, I'm sure too, but I don't.
I mean,
it's
she's
the
16 years
emergencies I'm
old.
worried. No, she's not. She's not 16. It's the emergencies that I'm worried about.
Yeah.
What
And
emergency?
I don't know, Uncle Mike. I need help in the potty. I'm like, nope, you're on your own, kid.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, you may run into that, but only. I don't think you're going to run into that.
Okay,
It's
what
a
if I take her to
possibility,
What if I
but-
take her to McDonald's?
Don't take her to McDonald's.
Yeah, but what if I do? What if I'm like, hey, let's go to McDonald's and get you a Happy Meal? I'm such a great Uncle Mike.
Right.
And then she's like, Uncle Mike, I gotta go potty. You can't go into McDonald's bathroom by yourself.
Yeah.
No, you take her into the men's.
No.
Yes.
come on.
And where do I go? In the stall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you stand outside the stall.
It ain't happening.
No.
It
You're
ain't happening. I'm
No,
just
you're
not-
right.
I'll go to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you make the right move.
All right.
I mean, seriously. It's
You're
just-
overthinking it.
It's not. I'm not. I'm not.
Yes.
It's a matter of
No, because you're talking 24 hours with the kid.
At least.
Yes.
yeah. Then when do we sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't sleep together.
Why not? I'd want to snuggle that kid's face.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd
You
want to
should not
snuggle that
be
kid's
around
face off.
other people's children.
I just want to snuggle. I don't want to do anything else. I'm just saying.
Just go to the damn concert.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be easier.
Yeah.
I worried that I didn't get one call or text after that last segment.
Oh, you're dead.
Right?
Yeah.
Transfer the tickets now.
Oh,
Don't
you're
do it.
that's a
It makes a statement, sends a
amateur
message.
move. It's a rookie
What's
move.
the message?
I'm in
Go.
charge here.
I'm
Yeah.
not going. You
bad,
go.
that's bad advice.
I'm the alpha.
Okay.
I'm in charge here.
There is something
Is that
chilling.
how it works at your house?
Yes.
There is something quite chilling about opening my Ticketmaster account and seeing 4 tickets to the Eras tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it Eras tour, right?
I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't even know when she was here last. Don't ask me.
And that's that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
think Gio's right though. Like your mistake, amateur hour was agreeing to go in the beginning. You know you're not going to go. You know
It backfired.
You know
It
you're not
backfired.
going to want to go.
It backfired on me. It did. It did.
I'm sure those are 4 very affordable and moderate price tickets as well.
In Miami.
Yeah, that could be the other thing. Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I was going to think of alternative fun plans this weekend, but I don't think I should even entertain that.
You shouldn't even think of alternative fun plans when you're down in Miami.
Yeah.
I bet you could flip those tickets for a nice.
Oh no, there's no way.
Yeah,
Juliana wants to go.
She wants to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought you said she was kind of over Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
and
No, she's
now
not over Taylor Swift. She's not as excited as she was 2 years ago when she went to go see her. But I think you go see somebody live and you walk out of there loving them again. I'm gonna walk out of there and be like, never, ever, ever get back together.
Do you want to go to Taylor Swift or do you want to sell your ticket for $1,500?
Oh, my daughter would go to the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she doesn't know she doesn't know the
that's
value
true.
of money.
That's
and
true.
she knows whatever she wants, her dad's going to buy her anyway.
Yeah, you know how
she
many-
doesn't need the money.
You know how many times she spent the same $30 that she told me she'd give me for apps? The other day, she was like, I want to get this thing on Snapchat, but it's $20.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Okay. She's like, I have birthday money I can give you. I go, yeah.
I get
okay.
that a lot too. Like, there's some of them PlayStation. Oh yeah, I'll give you the money. It's $70.
Joey spent $400 on something, and then he's like, I have the money. I'll Venmo it to you. And I go, okay. So I sent him a Venmo request for the $400. And then a month later, yesterday, I opened up my Venmo, and the request is still sitting there. I just canceled it.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that's going to
Kids
go.
are great.
They're just now. My kids are just now understanding what things cost.
Yeah, I've had to explain that to the kids the hard way, of how much things are.
Like
Buying for them.
my youngest daughter will what we're going to eat. She always picks the most expensive restaurant.
Like
we should
what?
go here. Well, and she always wants the most expensive meal as well.
Yeah,
Like the most expensive thing on the menu.
yeah. How many people when you go out to dinner?
5.
5. That's a big
That's
load.
expensive.
Oh yeah. I mean, we don't go anywhere that's even we try to go cheap. It's $150.
It's weird because when Amanda and I were dating, I had no money. So when we go out to dinner, I'd be like, few and far between. And if it was, you'd have to plan on going. You couldn't just spur of the moment go out dinner. Then we got a little money, and then our big thing was we'd go to weddings, and we'd sneak out of weddings and go to Burns. We're already dressed. Let's go to Burns. And then it got to the point where we were like, all right, now we're going. Then Joey came along, and things got expensive again. We're like, oh, this is crazy. This kid's, he's 5, and he's eating like a horse. He's a whole nother person.
I would like to get to a point in my life where I don't have to worry about what things cost at a restaurant.
When you go out.
Like
you can get an appetizer.
Like I can go anywhere I want and I don't have to worry about what it's going to cost.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes I'm like, it's too pricey.
The first time I ever heard that was the mother from Who's the Boss? The old lady that used to be the on Who's the Boss. You know what I'm talking about? I don't remember. You remember her name for the one from Soap?
Rhea Perlman?
No, that's from Cheers.
Carla.
Yeah. No, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Right?
I can see her. Yeah.
She was talking about being on Who's the Boss, and she had been on Soap and a couple other things, but she had not worked for a while in between. And they asked her the best part about being in the Who's the Boss, and she said not having to look at the prices when you order the food in a restaurant. And I thought that's how I want to be one day is like the mother from Who's the Boss.
Yeah,
no, but I want to be able to go to a restaurant. That's the perfect
any restaurant
amount
you
of
want.
rich to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can go to a restaurant. Like, don't get me wrong. If I go to a really expensive restaurant, I'm looking. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going out and I'm saying, well, there's a fillet here for $50, and then there's a 10-ounce fillet for $300. I'm not gonna go. The Wagyu beef that you don't necessarily need to have. You know what I'm saying? Although once you have it, you'll never want to eat another steak again. Dude, I got so spoiled with that. You eat a good Wagyu piece of steak, and you're like, well, now I never can have another steak.
And I heard it's even different when you go to Japan. Like their Wagyu is not like our Wagyu.
We went to Japan, and my wife was like, we got to go to this restaurant. And I go, how do you know a restaurant in Japan? She said, the girl who does my hair, her and her boyfriend went, and they said it was the best steak they ever had in their life. And I went, okay. And we went, and it was the only restaurant that was a pain in the ass to get to and get into. And we got there, and we went into it, and we ate there, and it was the best steak I've ever had in my life. It was 100% worth everything about it. Yeah.
I still want to go to the noodle bar.
Oh yeah,
in Japan.
Which one?
The
conveyor belt one?
No, the noodle goes down the waterfall.
Yeah.
And you catch it, and then you dip it in your sauce.
You got to catch the noodle?
Yeah. So it's like because the water's cold. They're cold noodles.
Yeah.
And it's just like a waterfall, and then it shoots down. So, usually like the sushi conveyor belt.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but the water just goes in a circle, and then they just drop little clumps of noodles, and then you catch them, and then you dip it, and then you eat it. I want to go to this.
I think they have that in Vegas. I think I remember seeing something like that in Vegas in one of the hotels.
Japan had the most fun restaurants. They had the one where you fish for your own food.
Yeah.
I mean, the food was disgusting, but it was just the whole idea of doing it was so much fun.
I don't
You guys
wanna
are
do
saying all this, and I'm like, Red Lobster's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Red Lobster stinks.
Yeah.
You gonna pick your lobster?
that. Red Lobster's great.
Red Lobster stinks, and that's the one thing you have to get in your mind is how bad Red Lobster is. You'll appreciate so many other restaurants once you get Red Lobster out of your life. Don't be swerved by Cheddar Bay biscuits. The greatest product Red Lobster has ever put out.
They have the frozen Cheddar Bay biscuits now at Publix.
Yeah.
And I tried to make those over the weekend.
No,
But
right?
the box is good.
Yeah. These
These
ones.
the box is good.
The box mix, like you can get the Cheddar Bay mix and make them from the box. Those are good.
Yeah,
Those
these
turn
are
out.
good, yeah.
These were frozen ones that are new.
I know.
And I made them, and I was like, not that great.
No, it's not the same.
And
No.
there's Caesar salad. I could just go for their biscuits and Caesar salad. I don't know what
Yeah.
they put in their dressing, but it is
You know
crap.
what it is? Anchovies.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's in all Caesar dressing.
No,
or
a lot of
real,
people skip it. A lot of people skip it.
But okay,
I
but,
need it in there.
yeah.
I think I've only been to Red Lobster like twice in my entire life.
What my dad loves to tell this story. For my 6th birthday, I got to pick the restaurant where I wanted to go. Right, I pick Red Lobster,
At 6, I was picking Red Lobster too. I'm with you.
and then I ordered spaghetti.
Oh.
And my dad said that is the last time you get to pick your own restaurant. Because why are we? I was
Why?
like, but I'm a kid. I ordered from the kids menu, and I always got spaghetti everywhere I went. So I don't know why they thought it was going to be different because I picked the restaurant.
Crazy.
But he was like, "You will never pick your restaurant again."
You ruined the whole thing.
Exactly. Oh, everyone else got to have their shrimp and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted the biscuits and spaghetti.
Yeah.
I worked it out. You know
Worked
what I mean?
out. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
but he was very mad about that.
All right, listen to me. I have to clear the phone lines. Is Dom at the station?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me clear the phone lines and let's get the phones open. Listen, a lot of people are going to have questions for Dominic Ferriello, our attorney, about maybe things that pertain to the hurricane, things that pertain to your insurance, damages that might have been done to your home or your vehicle, any of those things. Get on the phone lines now. Know that only the 800 numbers are working. 800-771-1025. That's 1-800-771-1025. Get on the phone lines now. Fill them up. I see Medicine Man is calling right now. I cannot take your call, Medicine Man. Get on the phone lines now. We'll fill them up. When we come back, I'll go right into your phone calls for Ask the Dom next on 1025 The Bone. Matlock was Andy Griffith, right?
Yes.
What's his name?
Uh,
Andy Griffith Show.
yeah.
Andy Griffith.
No,
Is it?
no.
What's his real name?
Dan's. Is it?
That's Andy Griffith.
Yeah, right?
It is,
If
right?
it's the Andy Griffith show.
Oh, yeah. All right, anyway. Andy Griffith played Matlock, right?
It was a show?
It was a show.
He's
Okay.
a lawyer. I'm trying
lawyer.
to save your life.
Yeah, he was a lawyer. And now she plays Matlock, which I'm fine with. A lot of things have put a woman in the role of the role.
Yeah, but not my Matlock.
But in the commercial, they go, Matlock, oh, like that TV show. And she's like, yeah. So is she not the same? Like, is it not? I don't
Or
understand.
is the TV show based off of her, is what they're saying. Like she's the real life
Oh.
Matlock and the
I don't know the story.
I don't know either.
And I will never watch the show. So it'll be one of those things, one of those mysteries that I will never understand. Dominic Ferriello in the studio with us.
Good morning.
How are you,
guys.
buddy?
I'm hanging in there, doing all right.
Yeah, how are you? How do you fare with the storm?
Very fortunate.
Really?
Yeah, we just got power at the office yesterday afternoon about 4:30.
Dom is in South Tampa, and he has got a basement in his building. Of all times to not want a basement.
Yeah, about 2 blocks from Bay Shore.
Yeah.
That's where Mr. Sansoni's office is, and about maybe a quarter inch of water in a corner in the basement.
That's great.
Which is not. It was just the water table, so it was water coming in from the ground. Nothing, no external flood. Very lucky there. Power was restored yesterday, so it was still frustrating. Trying to get caught up with phone calls and messages and different things, and trying to use cell phones, but. House is fine. The beach condo that took a hit.
How bad?
Upstairs is fine, but the whole downstairs is destroyed.
That's how mine is too. I went there yesterday, take a look at it, and fortunately we're on the first floor, but we're elevated, so we were fine. We had some minor water damage on the window area, but the entire pool on the entire first floor is completely destroyed. The pool is brown, and the tiles were all ripped up. It's pretty sad.
Well, the firm is helping the board, the condo association with all of the insurance claims and whatnot. So they They had asked if we could jump in just to help out as a courtesy. You know, that's not charging my neighbors anything. It's a small building. It's like 20 of us. So, my wife and I have been, talking to some adjusters, and everybody's been fantastic. I don't know why they have 4 or 5 different policies, but they do. So we're going to organize all of that. And then, for folks listening, if you have, credit card issues, I mean, a lot of things, are coming due, although we've had these 2 hurricanes in 2 weeks. I was on the phone yesterday with some folks with American Express Discover Card. They'll let you rotate a cycle. So whatever you have due in October, they'll rotate to November if you're in one of the affected areas. All you have to do is just give them a call. A little stress, a little reprieve there. I'm not sure, Mike, if you talked about that or not with credit card companies.
I haven't. I did get an offer this morning from my Apple Card that said that, and I have gotten. I'm getting a little echo. Is that okay for everybody else, or is it going crazy?
We're good over here.
Okay,
right.
so so I did get a call also from I reached out. My mortgage company reached out to me and said, that what they were able to do is let you miss a few payments if you have, and then just tack them on the end. So there are definitely, for the people who need it, there are definitely ways to work with these companies for sure. Whether it be your mortgage or your credit card or anything that you owe money to, most of them are willing to work with you for the hurricanes.
Yes, and just for folks know, you still owe it. You owe it later.
Yeah.
Like when you said they tack it on at the end, that's the most important thing. But a lot of these companies, yesterday, American Express is waiving any late fees or things along those lines. They've been very understanding. So just a little FYI about that.
And do pay attention to that, because in some cases they'll offer you, you can miss up to 3 payments, but then in 3 months they'll ask you for all that money up front. So they just tell you can delay on paying it, but you still owe it within the 3 months. So make sure you figure out exactly what the plan is before you sign off on it. If you'd like to speak to Dom and you have a question for him, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Let's start with line 2. Dizzy, you're going to have to pull him up for me if you don't mind. David, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, David?
Good morning, guys. Hope everyone survived.
We're good. What do you got, bud?
This is trivial. My neighbor's tree fell across the street and blocked my driveway. I cleared the driveway myself, and then somebody come along and chopped the tree all up and pushed it into my yard, or the top half of it in my yard, and the other half in the neighbor's yard. And then the neighbor, mysteriously, all of a sudden, the tree was gone yesterday. All from their yard, but none out of my yard. Are they responsible for that tree?
No, just haul it away or have somebody do it. I mean, that happened with me. I have two big piles in my neighborhood in front of my house, one on the left, one on the right, because I just have a lot of oak trees in South Tampa where I live. And it was funny because Dom and I did that all weekend, just hauling everything to the street. And then on Sunday, he comes out and says, "Dad, did you notice the piles got bigger?" And I went outside and I go, yes, Dom, I did. So what happened is my neighbors saw that I made a pile, and then they added to it, which at the end of the day was fine. It really didn't bother me. But either the folks next door or across the way, they just added to it, and I just had it hauled away. It's part of the process. It's a trivial question, like you said. Whose responsibility is it? Well, if it fell on your property and you cut it off, then it's your responsibility to clean it up. But at the end of the day, just be neighborly. I wouldn't read too much into it. Just have it hauled away and move on to the next issue that you're repairing.
It kind of destroyed some plants and stuff in my property when they pushed it into the yard.
Those plants will grow back. I wouldn't worry about that.
Although you're in the right, at this time, you kind of got to be a little bit more lenient and let people get away with that kind of stuff. It's the only way things are going to get taken care of.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
That's what I told my wife.
Yep. Good job, sir. Thank you, David. Appreciate the call.
Less stress. But the Dom was surprised. He goes, Dad, those piles got big. I said, but how much work do we do out here?
Yeah, no kidding.
But
I go, no, somebody added to us, which is fine.
But also, if you think about the people who have to come pick it up, if they have to pick up 5 piles or 1 pile, 1 large pile or 5 little piles, I would rather pick up just 1 big pile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
but it's going on your property, and it's look, I get it. It's not that big of a deal. Dom understands it's not that big of a deal, but also it is a little bit assuming.
Yeah, I get it.
It's one of those things after a hurricane or a storm or something that you just deal with it. You try not to let certain things upset you, which I felt good about it because it's a good neighborly thing to do for me. Would I have moved a pile to somebody else's? No, but just so we're all clear, if I'm living next door to Mike and all of a sudden I'm throwing him all my stuff on Mike, he might walk over and say, "What the hell are you doing?" But at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal, and we took care of it. So.
All right, let's go to Justin on line 1. Justin, good morning. You're on Ask the Dom. What do you got, Justin?
Hey, good morning, guys. So basically, I was working for a company, and I got let go. And this was back in July. While I was looking for other work, Friday rolled around, and I was expecting my last paycheck, and it wasn't deposited. So I got in touch with them, and they decided to tell me that at that time I was paid in full. And their reasoning for not giving me my last pay, there was a take-home vehicle, and they said excessive vehicle use. That was at a time that I was moving, though, and I made the owner of the company aware of that, and he never had any issue with it. So he knew I was using the vehicle after work, getting it from my old place to my new place, even loading it with some stuff a couple times, and taking it all to the new place. I was wondering, if there's a time limit on when I have to go after them for my remaining pay, because they've done this to previous employees, I heard, and it's kind of more of a principle thing at this point.
Well, did the owner tell this to is HR contacting you? Because you got 2 different things. Someone's saying you're using the vehicle for excessive use, and then you're saying I have permission to do that. So are you dealing with 2 different people?
I am. The owner never had a problem with it. Basically, it's like his right-hand man. There's not really an HR per se, but it's like his office manager. So I knew it was straight from his mouth.
Well, what did they say? What did the office manager say when you said, "Well, the owner said I could do that, so it's not excessive use because I got permission to do it. Send me the paycheck." What's the answer to that?
The response was that the owner said, "No, it's excessive van use."
All right, you got to call the owner. You got to call the owner.
And the owner, and calling the owner, he honestly, not to sit here and badmouth anybody, but pretty spineless. He just evades. He won't answer calls.
How much are we talking? How much do they owe you?
Anything like that. Little over $1,000.
All right. Well, email me. Sean Estes is our attorney with the network that does labor law, employment law. And the timing is as soon as possible. You don't want to wait on these things. So when you say how quickly is as fast as possible. So since the power's back at the office up, email me at askthedom.com. I'll get you Sean's information.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Let's go to Christine on line 3. Christine, good morning. You're on Ask the Dom. What do you got, Christine?
Hi, yes. How are you? I'm glad to hear you guys are back on the air.
Thank you.
I'm calling because I just got through a divorce, and we used a mediator instead of a lawyer. And part of my portion is to cover my daughter, who is completing a year of trade school, for her room and board, which I pay him monthly on. I cover her health insurance, which for easy money, let's say it's $400 a month out of my paycheck. But I also include my 2 older children on that. He's supposed to pay half of it, but he wants to only pay a third of his half because he doesn't feel he should have to cover the other children. But no matter if in my health insurance, whether I cover 1 kid or 5 kids, it's the same amount of money. Is he liable to hold to that half, or is he in the right saying he only wants to pay a third of his half?
Well, that's a great question, and that's something that would have or should have been discussed during the mediation. So when
I know what happened was I changed because I got off of his insurance and then he changed jobs. I had the better health insurance program.
After the mediation or before?
And it was after.
All right. Well, now you have an issue that has come up post mediation. So if you guys can't agree, then back to the mediator you go. Because I can't tell you who's responsible to pay what if it's a change in circumstances. You got a better plan or a cheaper plan or something shifted after the meeting of the minds, which of course is what the parties agreed to during the mediation. Did you do collaborative divorce? Is that what happened?
What's collaborative?
So collaborative divorce is a non-adversarial divorce. So you don't necessarily have you have attorneys, but they're not adversarial. So you're not in front of a judge per se. You go in front of a mediator, and then you kind of you negotiate a resolution without going to court. And at the end of a collaborative mediation, then you have a final decree that's issued by a court, but you're not constantly at the courthouse. So it's a less adversarial way to do divorces, which has been kind of an uptick. A lot of folks have started to do that the past couple of years. Is that what happened?
Yes, it is. It is indeed what happened. And my argument is I have to pay the $400 whether I only cover my daughter or I cover all three kids. And
I'm with you.
Not willing to.
Yeah, but you got to go back to the mediator because something changed after you guys mediated. Now that's not his fault. It's not your fault. Mm-hmm. Okay, but as much as I can agree with you or disagree with you, it doesn't. I'm not taking that position because you guys have to sort it out. Just circle back and say, hey, we have another issue that's come up. We need to mediate this. And then go back and amend the original agreement through the mediator based on a substantial change in circumstances of the finances. That's the way to argue that.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
All right. Well, thank you.
You run into problems, or if it gets nasty, you email me at askthedom.com. Attorney Jason Valkenburg's fantastic. He does our family law here. You love him. If you need him, just let us know.
Thank you, Punkin.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
Dom, I was going to be done, but it looks like on line 2 might be the guy who owns the company of the guy who previously called in about moving and using his car. Let's go to Tyler. Tyler, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What's up, Tyler?
Hey, guys. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, that was a gentleman that had talked to me yesterday while we were cleaning up a job. I was contracted by a repeat customer to come clean up some debris out of their yard. And I told him, hey, if we got some extra room in the trailer, we'll try and get that in there. But we did overload the trailer to 12,000 pounds there. So not only did we not have enough room, but it wasn't our responsibility in the first place. And I think what's happening a lot around here is they are coming out, they're cutting up all the trees that are downed in the road. They're trying to take as much as they can. They push a little here, they push a little there. There's debris piled everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're going to come out, they're going to pick them up. But I think people are just impatient, and a lot of them are starting to lose it at this point.
Well, I think the caller's question was he had a last paycheck that was supposed to come to him for $1,000 for work that he did for the company. And then the office manager or your right-hand person said that, well, we're not going to pay the $1,000 because there is excessive use of the vehicle. And he's like, well, I had permission, but I still work for the company and earn the wage. So the issue is you're holding back a wage potentially based on.
Well, I don't even know if this is the same guy now.
It may not be because he didn't name.
No, I think he's talking about the other.
Oh, I think he's talking about it. Okay, yeah. Well, but that's the issue. This may not be the fellow, but
he was.
Yeah.
No, so he was wondering whose responsibility the debris is, and to be honest with him, it's not our responsibility as the company. We're trying to get everybody in. We get pictures sent to us, and we remove the debris of the pictures that are sent to us that we quote the job for. And we do a lot of stuff for free right now too. We're doing as much as we can to help people out. I got kicked off Reddington Beach just Sunday for moving sand. Trying to help a lady out, moving sand from her place to a community sand pile where everybody else had their sand, but it's just. I think tensions are really high.
Yeah, everybody's got to be patient. Appreciate the call, sir.
Yeah, he's calling on the first guy.
First guy, yeah.
That's right. Okay, I made.
I when I read it, I thought he meant the last guy too, till he started talking about debris. So
that's fine. Yeah, and I told some neighbors, I said, if you got to throw something there, that's fine. But there was a neighbor, and I think they're from down the street, brought their whole pile.
But I'm almost thinking like Carmen would. It's better to have one pile. So maybe if the whole neighborhood says, "Oh, okay, we're going to make one big pile," but I get it. You make your own stuff and keep your stuff there. Dom, thank you. If you didn't get through today, 813-251-5550 is the phone number, or you can always go to askthedom.com. Now, are you back with your show tomorrow?
I am. I'm back tomorrow night, and we're going to have the supervisor of elections for Hillsborough County, Craig Latimer, who's been a previous guest on the show. The election is a few weeks away now. It's right around the corner. He's going to be in studio talking about how the process works in Hillsborough County, election integrity. A lot of folks think, well, how can you how do you curtail election fraud? How do the machines work? What happens at the polling stations, the precincts? And he's fantastic. Former law enforcement. He's also up for re-election as well. So you actually see his name on the ballot. It's a down ballot issue. So you got to go down the ballot a little bit, and then you'll see the supervisor of elections there. But Craig Latimer in studio with me live tomorrow evening.
All right, great. Thank you. We will take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I want to remind everybody also that we have Bert Kreischer coming here for Bert Aid, a show he agreed to do when we pressured him on this show to raise money for Metropolitan Ministries so that we could help the people out from the first hurricane. Well, now a second hurricane came and had to delay that show. So that show is now happening November 15th at Ruth Eckerd Hall. Tickets are available. You can go to bertbertbert.com. You can get tickets right there on his page. Let me look real quick and see what it shows, because there were some tickets that were still available.
I realized that just happened where he called. That seems like that was forever ago.
A month ago.
It was 2 storms ago.
Yeah, like so much has happened since then, yet it was only like 3 weeks ago.
It's crazy.
2 weeks.
Yeah, there's some lower level. There's some sporadic level in the second portal. There's one ticket available in the first row. There's some just scattered around. If you want to go to rutheckerdhall.com or go to bertbertbert.com, and you can get your tickets there, because when that gets closer to that, of course, we'll sell out as well. So nice of Bert to do that and help out. Do I have any phone calls I need to take before we get out of here, Disney?
We got some on the line. Yeah.
Let's just do it. Will you pull them up for me? Good morning, Mike Calta Show. Hello. Hello.
Hello, it's Medicine Man.
Hi, Medicine Man. How are you doing?
Okay. Yesterday I was a little bit under the weather. I think I came down with a cold or something.
Well, I'm glad to see you're doing better. Goodbye.
I'm better now.
Anything else we need, Dizzy?
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Love Tigers in the hospital, Medicine Man?
Oh,
is he gone? Yeah, that's fine. No big deal. Tomorrow on the show, Galvin will be back, and we'll have an open letter live in the studio. And then, it'd be great if I win tomorrow. Galvin would be like, "Welcome back." Now, guess what? There's a new role in place.
Yeah, tomorrow will be 3 in a row.
Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. Joe, what do you have planned for today? Anything?
Well,
want to go to Miami to see Taylor Swift this weekend?
Yes, I do.
No.
I had a lot of people text me and said they would take your place.
Yeah. It's definitely no shortage of people that would go.
Yeah.
And there's already a hierarchy on who would go. I would imagine the Hall would be for the first choice of everybody. I couldn't care less if Hitler went, as long as I don't have to go.
But your daughter?
Whatever. She fits his design.
Okay.
No, I don't really care who it is, but I would say the first person would be Nahal, and then then we'd reach out to my family, maybe. Like, I don't know.
See, that's where you already messed up.
Why?
The first option should be you.
No. I'll fly Caitlin in from California so she can go before I'd have to go to that show.
We know how many Swifties you know in the family. A lot, probably.
Yeah. You're damn right. All right, I think we're done for the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Did
you see Galvin's son won $1,000 in the first pull?
First pull, $1,000, man.
And he already lost it all.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Follow up.
Galvin posted. He's like, yep. He's like, he learned about betting the hard way. It's all gone.
That's how it goes, man.
But
better to lose their money than your money.
When you're Vegas, have a good time.